Hello. How are you doing? I hope you can hear us today.
Don't go anywhere, guys. I think I'm going to have to restart. It looks like, we just froze up big time. So let me get this restarted. We'll be right back in a second. This is not good. We hope not, because we got a guest coming on. And there's no way else I can fix it. We'll be there in 1 second, guys. I think we're good now. Alrighty, guys. I think we're back streaming. Let me know if we are. I think we're back. Okay. You guys can hear us okay, I hope. We're actually spiking a bit. You can see us. We're here. We're not a dream. Nothing like that.
Copy that. Roger, copy. Okay.
There we go. Man, everything's off to a great start tonight. Yeah, I gotta love that. Well, that's okay, guys. Great to have you all in here. Tonight, we're going to be having a little bit of a discussion, guys. Some great things. It's going to be generalized, don't worry. But we're also going to have some for the techies as well. We have a special guest joining us for a few minutes tonight. Actually, very generous with his time.
Yes.
That's right, guys, because there's a last-minute request. And we have Bill, the drone reviewer, is going to be joining us, guys. So definitely you want to tweet this out. Let's get lots of people in here so we can say thank you for him being so kind with his time and that. He is a wealth of information, then some. You'll find his link in the channel. Definitely make sure to join him. Every time I hear this guy talk, it just blows me away. So he is going to be joining us as we discuss tonight. That's right, folks. We're talking about the Osmo Action. That's right. DJI has come out with a new camera, guys. Is it a game changer? You're thinking, I'm not such a tech person. We're all tech people, folks. That's right. We got onto YouTube. We're all using cameras right now. We're all using phones, all that stuff. And this could be a game changer, in my opinion. And I'm very, very curious to hear what he's got to say about it. I think it's going to be awesome. So, thank you, Linda's House of Chill. Thank you so much. I was wondering how long before that came up. Xenia, would you like to tell them what happened?
Yes, I jumped today on that Throne Chick channel where we had Linda's House of Chill and a Throne Chick and of course Glitterica talking about different diets around the world, and I was doing a porridge, Latvian porridge, and Andrew was trying it out live.
Anybody who doesn't know me, I'm not on the mushy side. That's not something I'm very big on too.
He couldn't get past the texture. Although I must say the taste is great. Yeah. I don't know what you didn't like there. I love it. I like our kids love it. You know, you're the only one. You're the only one.
Yep, I balked like a cat trying to be fed its medication. I did it begrudgingly. And I'm glad it's done.
So go check it out. The live stream is still up.
And I usually love most of what my wife makes. She's a very, very good cook. So it's nothing, no kind of husband jokes or anything like that. I am just not into mushy. That's all it is when it's said and done. So
it's good and healthy.
Another reason not to like it.
Oh, okay.
Another reason not to like it. That's right. Oh, it's great to have all you guys in here. I hope you guys are ready for a great discussion, guys. Tweet it out, hit the like button, tell friends. Let's get lots of people in here, guys. We have a very gracious guest who came on, is going to agree to come on at the last minute. He's got a lot on his plate tonight. But man, does he know his stuff. And if you guys have any questions, that hopefully can get in some. His time is kind of limited, so we'll do the best we can. But I think this guy is going to knock your socks off. So, and this... Andrew loves all textures, including spam jelly. Oh.
Yeah, the King of Drones is not here. If the King of Drones would be here, he would be talking about some other yummy stuff too. I'm not going to mention my names, but yes.
Yes, yummy. Good mushy goodness. That's right.
Well, so as Andrew was saying, we are going to be talking with our expert tonight, Bill, the drone reviewer, about the new Dji Osmo Action Camera release that just got released today.
Thank you.
And also we're going to be discussing with you guys in the chat about vlogging and taking videos, capturing your life. Is the future of vlogging dead? Is everybody all of a sudden grabbing their cameras, and are we all a vlogger now? Like, what is going on with this?
Exactly.
So we're gonna jump on to you in the chat as well after our expert and talk all about that.
There was also an interesting conversation Xenia and I had on New Year's Eve, driving to some friend's house a couple hours away, and talking about if things really becoming that small, that the days of having to walk around with the DSLR, the big, even, I mean, mirrorless, of course, smaller, but still in that sense, Are we at the point where we kind of are overkill for what we really need to do it? Is this a test of the time? Is these two, if they do, if it doesn't take out GoPro, will it push the technology, start bringing more, like for instance what's on the Mavic 2, and that start bringing f-stops that are into these smaller cameras as well? Where is it going from here, and where's it affecting all of us? We're going to talk about you guys in taking photography, videography. We can discuss it together, questions, anything like that. Software, you name it. It's all up on the board. But once again, guys, we are discussing tonight, that's right, the Osmo Action from DJI just launched today. I think it's fantastic myself. I got some reasons why I too like the idea of DJI getting into this, not just for the reasons of kind of hoarding in on the monopoly on GoPro, but then I guess some would say they wish GoPro would hone in on the drone side as well, give them more push. But which didn't quite work out. I wouldn't say it's been a complete success by any sense of the word. We got a lot of droning guys in here, which is amazing. And remember, guys, this is a mix tonight of some technical and also general discussion, because there's pro users, there is people like yourselves heavily into photography, videography that utilize drones and small cameras all the time. This is open to everybody. Please, guys, remember that. No question, too small, too big. And everybody has a right to their opinion, and I'm sure everybody has always been very respectful in here. That's not going to change. So it's a good time to discuss what we all do in here as YouTubers, guys. Time to reevaluate what we're doing, what we want to do. And it's an open forum, so please chat away. The more points, the better, guys. Everybody's valued. Everybody counts. Anybody new in here, that's why you all have blue wrenches. If you don't, just be patient with us for a few minutes. We will eventually get to see what you have. We just got to do a quick check. But you still matter even right from the get-go. Whether you have 2 subscribers, 200,000, we're all in together. You're all YouTubers. You're all a valid part of this platform. And that's what's nice, bringing it all together. And speaking of bringing everybody together, guys, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. Oh, there, I can hear myself better.
Oh, my God, that's so loud.
That's what we always have it on. Always. Every time. So... hit the like button, guys, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. If you're new, please subscribe. We're on our way. That's right, folks. We're on our way to 8K. We have a playlist going on, guys, for shoutouts. We're working in this one together like we did for 5K. I'm going to bring it up for you. We're already getting submissions, guys. Let me show you here. There you go, guys. All you need to do is do a shoutout video and include in the title hashtag Pusa's Road to 8K. And then you can upload it. It's a community playlist. This way you get more feature, gets you more coverage, gets us more coverage. And when we get to 8K, we're going to do a draw. And whoever wins, it's either going to be an interview or a mixture of interview and help it, like bring you up and work you with your channel live for a couple hours. There's all kinds of things we got planned, guys. So hopefully you guys can jump on board with that. Let's do it together. Let's all grow together, guys. That's right. We're all in it together. So thank you very much for that. For everybody that's already submitted, we got a good few already, and that's really cool. Thank you so very much. And I hope it's paying off for you guys in droves as well. Man, you have some amazingly creepy thumbnails. I like the photos. Okay. Okay, there you go. Good, you guys are getting to mingle. Good, you guys are getting to meet. Guys, we're going to be bringing our guest on in about 5 minutes, guys. So hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. We're doing things a little differently tonight because he has other obligations. We're going to bring him on, and then after we'll look at Blue Wrench selfies and all this stuff. But if you're new here, we'd love to have a selfie of you guys as well, as plus anybody returning. We get lots. It's a great way to feature and show off your channel a little bit more. There's the link, a selfie of you watching us. If you can't do that, a selfie of you. You got merch. There's a place where you can self-promote. Throw your merch on, take a photo of yourself, upload it using our Twitter link. Please include the hashtag Blue Wrench group, though, so we and everybody can find you and see what you got going on. I hope Andrew isn't feeling from this one. Yeah, that Crohn's chick, that was already covered and explained. I feel it's not the end of me hearing about it. Yeah, I'm not going to be eating porridge anytime soon, or oatmeal, whatever you want to call that thing. I love her with all my heart, but I ain't eating it. It
was good.
Get ready for a huge flight with us, and huge fight with you guys and Warner Brothers.
Ooh.
Oh, finders, beepers.
What is that? Did you get a copyright, or is it a clickbait?
Yeah.
Haha. Now we want to know. What is going on.
Yeah, you piqued our curiosity. That is not usually a good sentence to come on. I hope everything is okay and everything works out. Guys, we got 45 in here. Hit the 46. Hit the like button. Tweet out. Tell friends, guys. Let's get lots of people in here. Lots of eyes on our guest coming up, guys. He'll be with us in just a few minutes. You're not going to want to miss it. That's right. It is Bill, the drone reviewer, and he is an awesome guy with a ton of information. And yes, we'll be talking about the DJI's new Osmo Action camera that's going head to head, and maybe some will say above the head with GoPro. So I think it is going to be absolutely awesome. Can't wait to hear more about it. So,
and our CDP is reminding there's only 2 weeks left for the drone exam. Well, drone exam is going to be there, but the laws for droning in Canada is going to become effective June 1st.
Thank you very much, guys. We do appreciate it. That's awesome. That's the kind of stuff I like seeing posted, and a nice reminder. So, Lovebirds, how you doing? Lovebirds Life, how you doing? Great to see you. I'm going to do a very fast shout out to all you guys. Call your names out so we can get our guest ready to come on, guys. Like I say, he has limited time. I want to say, excuse me. I want to say a great big hello to West Haven, always and forever. We got Variety Girl in the house. We got Urban Silver Stacking. We got Twosome Discoveries. We got Timothy Hucksoil. We have the Jedi Balloon Master, as well as that Crohn's chick. We have Terra Firma in the house, as well as Terrell's Artwork Channel, our original wrench. We got Teacup, and we got Rock G, and we got Riley Finchfield Food Reviews. We got RCDP in the house. We got Minion Moto. We got Lovebirds Life. We got Life with Melissa. We got Chris Sis Channel in the house. We got Karen and MUA. We got Jeff Reviews for You. Jackie Hooded Food Reviews, our resident sweetie. We got Hillbilly Dirt Farmer. What's going on? We got Goose 76 Sports. We got Free to Laugh Now, Finders Beepers, History Seekers, who has a beef going with Warner Brothers. I hope that goes well. We got Elite Rockstar JVB in the house. We got Eileen Villieu, the fam. We got Droning About Northwest, who had a great time on Val's channel the other night with him and his lovely wife Ashley. We got DJ Mike TV in the house. We got Disney World Adventures. We got Chris Sin Vlogs in the house. We got Construction Cronies, as well as Colorado Fisher. We got Coffee Outdoors. Carla E. Show, Canadian Drone Hub folks is in the house, as well as Bum Fluff Paranormal. We got Barrel Boy Woods, Alex the Blue Man, reviewer and gamer. Great to see you all. If we missed anybody, please highlight our names so we can see and say hi as well. Like Above and Beyond Drones, Cardoso Media is in the house, folks. Triple J family. Who else? Minion Moto, Project Pops, Kenneth the Kentucky fam is in the house.
They came and Kobo Outdoors as well. So here, Minion Moto is here as well. Sparky Jones, hello, how are you doing?
So many great channels in here, guys. Great to see you all in. Hope you're ready for a great discussion. I'm sending a link over to our guests now, guys. So hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. Hello, Will. How you doing? Just in time prepping. Let me get this set up. Let me get that out here.
And guys, don't forget about our selfies. We will get to them after our expert. So we'll change a little bit of our sequence today. And we will be checking on our selfies, but during later on time of our show today. So hashtag Blue Ridge Group, take a selfie of you, or even better, of you watching us, and post it on Twitter with hashtag Blue Ridge Group. We will feature it later on in the show, or you can do it on Instagram, and we will feature you on our stories and tag you in.
That's right, guys. There we go. We'll take off that echo for a minute, even though Xenia's in love with it and wants to use it all the time. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just pace it a little more.
And Mysterious Shadow is here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Info Maze, Intimate Maze, hello.
Jenny O'Brien is in the house. Awesome to see you. Your selfie in place. Awesome. That is great. Loving it. Team Puša Studios, Urban Silver Stacking. Thank you so very much. And Nomadic Bike is in the house. You guys are absolutely awesome. Like I said, guys, our guest will be joining us in just a minute. That's right, guys. So tweet it out. Hit the like button. Tell friends. Let's get as many people in here as possible. We've got joining us tonight, guys. That's right. If you haven't heard already, Bill, the drone reviewer, an awesome guy with a wealth of information. That's what I think is a fair statement. A wealth of information.
Yes, exactly. And we need an expert opinion on this one and see what he has to say. I'm really looking forward to that. Regarding
the new DJI Osmo Action Release today, and I find this is really interesting. This is going to appeal to a whole variety of people, folks. It really is. All of us on YouTube are interested in cameras. We're working with them, and this is, you're going to see in a minute why this is such a game changer. So definitely you're not going to want to miss this conversation.
the question.
Yes, we're going to see what he thinks. We're going to talk what everybody thinks. And you guys also talk what you think. Please feel free, guys. And if you're not sure about it yet, ask questions. Talk about it in the chat. Talk about what you use as a camera. Whatever you want, guys. Discuss what you do on here.
And thank you to Urban Silver Stacking for Super Chat. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Team Puša.
Alrighty, guys. I think we have in the house. You heard the doorknob. I think it's time we head on over and talk to Bill.
I think so.
Good evening, sir. How are you
Hello.
doing tonight? I don't know if he can hear us yet, or that always takes a second. So in the meantime, guys, we're just talking away. This happens all the time with Zoom. All the time with Zoom.
Yep.
Zoom is classic for this one every time. It always is for a second. He's coming in great. I can see him fantastic. And
in the meantime, Finders, Beepers, History Seekers, Warner Brothers have falsely copyrighted our latest video. Wow.
Oh, wow. Can you hear us, Bill?
Just to cover up the latest film.
Can you hear us, Bill? Oh, can you hear? Nothing? Yeah, because we have our volume set up. Everything is good. Let me see again. I'm just going to double check.
In the meantime, while you guys doing
You're
that,
good? You can hear us?
I can hear.
There we go. How are you tonight?
Good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for the short notice and joining us tonight. It's a real pleasure to have you.
Not a problem.
I think this is such an amazing thing, and I mean, we've gotten to talk a little bit, and I've heard you talk lots about product, especially DJI on Canadian Drone Hub, and I always love when somebody really knows their stuff, and man, I gotta give you it. You know your stuff, so.
Well, I'm a tech nerd, so I think that probably goes with the territory.
Well, you wear it well, my friend. You wear it well. We have something we want to talk about, because I know you have limited time tonight, but first, if you just want to take a minute to tell everybody about your channel, and I'll show it to everybody.
Oh, sure thing. I started my channel. It's coming up on its 2-year anniversary on May 31st. And the whole reason I started my channel was I love the great reviews out there, but those reviews were like 15, 20 minutes long. And I said, you know what? I can do this, and I can do it in maybe 5, no more than 10 minutes, and get the information out there, because you know what? The whole thing is let's get the information you need so you can go out and fly.
Right.
And that was my whole premise for starting the channel. And it's caught on like wildfire. I mean, people absolutely love it, because they said, you get right to the point, Bill. There's no fluff. You don't beat around the bush. And that's how I got started.
I think that's something that plagues every niche. You know, there's always that video that either has way too much information that you're pulling your hair at the end, like get to the point, or it's so bingity bang that you get nothing out of it, and you've kind of found that right medium for all of it.
Mm-hmm, exactly. That's what I've been told I do best. So
well, you are the man for the job tonight, and then some. So I know you have limited time, so we'll jump, I guess, right into it. As I've been telling everybody, of course, DJI did a jump that you were predicting, if I remember right, as well. You figured this was what was coming,
right?
And you want to tell everybody a little bit about the new Osmo Action?
Sure thing. Well, first of all, most people thought this was going to be an actual event, like when they launched the Mavic 2, but it was so soft. They didn't even put out a press release about it. At 9 a.m. this morning, it was live. Well, I ordered mine at 9:04 a.m. this morning. It's already shipped, okay?
That answers my question that I had for you.
that answers the question right there. Well, I don't have an action cam. And my whole purpose for getting this action cam, for me, my daughter is going to have her first, we're going to have our first grandchild at the end of June. So I'm going to be, thank you. So I'm going to be vlogging the whole thing. And I thought, what a better way to do this. Right off the top, one of the things I said was, when DJI comes out with a product, they want to come out with something. They don't want to be in second place. Yes. Okay. They want to be in first place.
Right.
And they did that with this product. Okay. Now, one of the things that I found out here in the States, the price was scheduled to be $299, but because of the tariff issues, it's $349.
That's why. Okay. I was going to ask. Oh.
Yeah, they also raised the price of the smart controller $100, and everybody's like, well, you can still buy that with like as part of the combo,
right?
And still get the other price. But back to the action, there are 4 things on it I think that really kind of set this apart. The first thing is it has that front facing viewfinder. Okay, you know, and that's one of the things I've heard people talk about forever on, you know, action cams is, you know, I don't know if I'm centered in the shot. I don't know if I can see myself. You know, where am I in this? And they said it's just absolutely rock steady, unbelievable, perfect as far as that's concerned. The other thing is, okay, and this is one of the other things is, you know, the lens is removable on this, and it's not removable on the GoPro. So, you know, if you want to put your filters on, and this is something that you have to remember because it's, and this is another thing about it is, it's waterproof as it comes out of the box. Okay.
Right.
Now with GoPros, you have to get the case to put that around there to make that waterproof. And it also goes, I believe, about 3 meters deeper than a GoPro does, as far as that's concerned. Now, the thing you need to be careful about is when you're swapping batteries in and out and SD cards and things like that, you got to make sure that those things will click back into place. And when you put the lens back in, that it clicks into place, because otherwise you're going to get water in there, and that's, you know, it's going to go away. It also has, and this is kind of a, you know, I was looking for a couple of things that really would set this apart. One of them is called bit rate. Now, you know, for a tech person and everything, the GoPro has a 70 megabit rate, okay, per second. The Osmo Action has 100 megabit rate per second. And basically what this translates to is the colors that you see will appear sharper, the clarity of the image will be sharper, you know, and this is all being done in every second kind of a thing.
Right.
So, you know, what you'll get, the finished product, is going to be fantastic with this. And then the last thing is, you know, GoPro was known, you know, the Hero 7 is known for its stabilization and being able, you know, being rock steady. Well, one of the things that DJI did, and they're calling theirs rock steady. Mm-hmm. That's the name that they gave it.
And I like that. Yeah.
I absolutely love that name too. Not only would you, let's say, you know, you're walking down the street, appear to, you know, look normal and not bouncing, but the background will appear to look normal and not bouncing as well. Because, like, you know, if you're walking, if you're going a trail, or, you know, riding your bike or something like that, it's going to appear smooth. And GoPro Hero 7 doesn't do that. So,
and you don't get that rubberiness that sometimes comes with image stabilization, that wonky warp. I was watching Peter McKinnon running with both of them, and he did a fantastic job. He ran around the block, and you could see it clear as day, the winner.
Okay, that video was, I think that's the best video out there by far.
I agree too.
You know, as far as the Osmo Action is concerned. I mean, he did his home, you know, 3 million subscribers, yes. Okay? And, you know, his videos are always golden, and I like him. And see, one of the things that I gravitate to as far as YouTube content creators are concerned, there are a lot of them out there that are full of themselves, okay? You can kind of tell that. Okay, he's not. He does it because he loves what he does, okay? He's a filmmaker, and he loves what he does, and it's natural, and that's why I like somebody like that. And that was like the Bill Thomas told me about it. He said, you need to watch it. And I did. And I'm like, spot on. And there isn't a better video out there.
And I mean, he worked in a camera store for years. He traveled around doing videography. He walked the walk and did the talk way before he did YouTube. So.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the things today I had Bill Thomas, I had Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford on today at noon Eastern time. And we kind of had a little bit of a half-hour roundtable to talk about this. And one of the things, both Marcus and Bill have the Osmo Pocket, okay?
Right?
And I thought it would make a good comparison to be able to, you know, and Ron has the Hero 7 and Market, so you know, it was nice being able to get that kind of comparison. And I watched Rick Smith from Drone Valley, his video on it today, you know, and he said, you know, if you're looking for that smooth footage, you know, you're getting that from an Osmo Pocket, you know. If you're looking for the waterproof, if you're looking for the action, you're getting it from the Action, Osmo Action, okay? That's exactly what I was expecting to hear. I wasn't expecting to hear anything less than that.
Right.
As far as that's concerned.
But here's my question to you. Could you see somebody needing the Pocket and the like, because you just said the difference between them. So you could see a market for people using both, especially with the size now, and that being able to keep both of them, say their drone and have the Pocket and have the Action all together as part of their shooting inventory every time they go out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, the only thing about the Pocket that kind of drives me nuts is by itself, it still works great, but you have to put an adapter on to get a microphone on there or some kind of microphone input.
Right.
You should hook it up to your smartphone to do that. And to me, when you're starting to do these things, it kind of defeats the purpose of the Pocket.
Yeah.
I still think it's a great camera, and I still, and I've seen plenty of fantastic images from it. But, for me, I think DJI did their homework with this, because I heard, the case that this comes with is an excellent case to be able to mount it on, hot shoe, cold shoe kind of a thing. That won't be a problem. Well, what I found real interesting was, everything except their SD cards, if they had listed for accessories on their website, was in stock reminder, out of stock.
Yeah.
I'm like, that really kind of didn't surprise me from DJI, because it was the same thing with the Osmo Pocket when it came out. All the accessories, they weren't available yet. I mean, they were advertised, but they weren't available yet.
Well, so I think you and I have talked about that on Canadian Drone Hub. They did take a page right out of Nintendo. They love building the hype and keeping the hype running that way, always under production, and especially in the accessory side, keeping them back a bit and trying to keep that wave going, I think, as part of their marketing scheme.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was expecting it. Seriously, I was thinking it was going to be coming in until I saw, the $299 price. I thought it was going to be coming in at $399. That's what I really initially thought.
Right.
Because I think for the features, they probably could have justified that kind of a price. But I think, the big thing is, I still think it's going to fly off the shelves. I think, I did hear that retail stores like Best Buy will start getting them on May 31st. So that's a pretty quick thing. But what was interesting was, with the Osmo Pocket, that was available in retail stores right away. And I think there's kind of a history lesson here with DJI. You go back to when the original Mavic Pro was released back in October 2016.
Right.
People had to wait to December to get them. They did not anticipate the law of supply and demand was just, they were out of whack with that. So what DJI did, they got smart. They decided, we're going to build up inventory before we release a product, number one. And number two, here in the States, there only used to be one distribution center. It was in Cupertino, California.
Okay.
Well, they decided to go ahead and build at least, I know there's two on the East Coast. There's one in Atlanta, and I think there's one in New Jersey as well. And I think there's one in Chicago. So it really kind of covers the countries, because, when I ordered mine today, I already got a shipping notice. Wow. And I'll probably get it this weekend, which really,
Wow.
that's uber fast for DJI.
Yes. That is really fast. That's amazing.
Well, one of the other things I wanted to talk about tonight and share with you guys is Drone DJ had just put out an article about the Spark 2. And he stated that DJI is going to be releasing this in July, that it's going to be two colors, either white or black. And really, in essence, from what I read, from what he put down there, it's really kind of a tweak of the Spark. They're going to go from, you're going to get a 4K, 30 frames per second camera, okay? They're going to beef up the 3-axis gimbal on it. It's going to go from 16 minutes of runtime to 18 minutes of runtime. They talked about Active Track 2.0 on it. They also said the battery's not going to be compatible with the old Spark, but they're keeping the same kind of design with it as far as that's concerned. Okay. They also said that they're going to be going to have a new controller, but they're not going to use the OcuSync 2.0, because apparently that the whole thing, from everything I read, it makes perfect sense, because they want to try to keep the cost down.
Right.
Because,
exactly.
And they're talking about a price point of $499 US, which is what the original Spark retail for as well. And the regular Spark still sells well. I mean, they haven't had firmware updates for this for like 2 years, and it's still selling like crazy. I mean, my Facebook group that I have, I get 3 or 4 people a day joining it. It's like 2,600 members and still growing on it.
Wow. Unbelievable. Congratulations, by the way, on that. Very impressive.
Yeah, thank you. And that's one of the other things that I learned. I did a series of videos, and it's just, for me, I knew they weren't going to get a lot of views, but it's like on how to start a YouTube channel.
Right.
Okay. And I've done 3 of them, and I'm going to do a 4th part. But one of the things that I emphasized to people was, before you even put out your first video, get yourself a Facebook page, get yourself a Facebook group out there.
Yep.
And, you know, what I was lucky enough to pick a niche with drones that I could pick, you know, you create multiple groups, okay, like a Spark group and a Mavic group and, you know, an Inspire group and Phantom group, those kind of things. And they do real well. They're kind of self-perpetuate. I have a lot of people who are my friends who are admins of the group, and, you know, they run like a well-oiled machine.
Right.
And, you know, and it really kind of, it funnels people over to the YouTube channel, and it's also a means for me to be able to, you know, hey, you know, I have another video out. Why don't you guys go check that out, kind of a thing.
Right.
You know, and I'm also on Instagram, and, you know, that's one of the things, you know, I use for Instagram mostly to, you know, announce, you know, I got a new video out. Why don't you guys check this out, kind of a thing.
Right.
You know, and one of the things that I heard, which is kind of like, it's still on subject, but I heard that Instagram is going to be doing away with their likes.
Yep. That's happening here in Canada right now. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And they are Roberto Blake, who I follow. He's a great YouTuber. I absolutely love him. And I commented on one of his, and on this one especially, and he responded back. They're going to be doing that on YouTube as well, which is long overdue. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, I've gotten mob dislikes from people. There are some, you know, my wife had a great suggestion. She said, you know, the Real Housewives show, they should do a real drone reviewer show. I'm telling you, Andrew, it's like all the stuff that has gone on has just been off the charts. I mean, it would make some of those, you know, Housewives of Atlanta blush, some of the stuff that I've had to go through. Well, you know, I think I shared with Roger. I think I might have shared with you. You know, I think they call, I'm not sure the word spoofed, but I was spoofed one night. You know, I had a 911 call that was placed outside the house. Police came in the house. The 911 call stated that a man was stabbing his wife. Okay. You know, I've had, you know, here's another instance. I had somebody send me fake information, a fake email about the Phantom series being continued from the owner of DJI.
Oh,
and I no. It. Okay. Well, the guy admitted it was fake. And the guy, how I caught that was somebody sent me a link to one of the forums, and that he had posted it back in August. Okay. That's when the email was. And, you know, I took it hook, line, and sinker. You know, there are people out there that don't want to see me succeed, you know, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Focus on creating your content and do your thing, and I'll do my thing, and just leave everybody alone, kind of thing.
Make the best of. I mean, us in January, we had 10 days. We were getting 170 dislikes within 5 minutes. We were so bombed. We had to hide them because we have guests on, and it wasn't fair to them to come on and have a bunch of dislikes. You know, then that was the whole hope. I think that we wouldn't have guests anymore. It didn't work in their favor. We dealt with it, moved on. But it does. It's such a. We've been working on that league that started in Australia to get rid of the dislike button. It doesn't serve a purpose anymore.
No, it doesn't. You know? And you know when you go out and you put out a video out there, okay, you know, and the whole purpose of the like and dislike button was, okay, I want to see more content like this. No, I don't want to see more content like this.
Right.
Okay. Well, you know, that's not how viewers look at it. Viewers look at it like, oh, this is a good video. Oh, this is a bad video. Well, you know what this will do? And this is one of the things I've been saying for like the last 2 or 3 years. You know, if YouTube, the big thing YouTube wants is watch time, okay?
Right.
You want to increase watch time in everybody's videos. It's real simple. You get rid of that like, dislike button. That will force people to watch those videos, okay? It's just, you know, and the view counts will go up. And people will see, you know, well, what? There was like 2,000 views on this. This must be a decent video, kind of a thing. Okay, I mean, it's real simple. I mean,
it's lost its will. When I started off, we were all more creators, but then social media crept more into YouTube, and that's what bothered me a lot. Was this 1K, 4K kind of fueled that whole idea. And I didn't like panels so much on big scale because I feel that added to drama. And there's a bunch of things led to where we are now, where it's more of a social media tool sometimes than a creator's tool. And it's more about grudges or likes versus what actual content's coming out.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like, okay, you know, for example, you know, Phantom 5, okay? And I've had ad nauseum videos about that and speculation and everything. And, you know, I look in the comments, you know, and it's just like there's sometimes I'm just like amazed that some of these even come through, that the spam filter doesn't catch some of these because it's so outrageous. I mean, I just don't believe it sometimes. And then, you know, I'll have content creators come out and you know, they'll do videos about parroting me. And I'm like, okay, you know, first of all, I'm flattered you're doing a video about me. And second of all, I'm like, okay, guys, you know what? Why don't you go focus on your own content, okay, and build up your own stream? Well, I know, you know, Roger and Val had shared with me, you know, they've had some run-ins, and you know, with some people, and they've had the dislikes and everything, and all that. Well, you know what? There was one person who just absolutely, I think, unfortunately, I don't think he's very stable. I blocked him on YouTube. I blocked him on Facebook. I reported him to both YouTube and Facebook. I'm like, you know what? I'm not playing games here, okay? And I don't care. He goes, well, I have 4,000 accounts. I said, fine. I said, I'll block every one of them. You just keep on coming at me, okay?
Yep.
I'm not gonna stand for it.
The main thing is you keep doing good content. That's the number one thing, and that's the best way to get ahead on this place. And the best way when people don't like what you do is to do better content, and
it is.
Move on and show them what you can do. Nothing says worse than you having a good day.
Well, you know, it's like I have. You know, I've done a lot of videos that I wanted to do, but I knew they aren't what I'll call view friendly. Okay, for example, you know, I did one last year on an FAA symposium, and it's coming up in June this year. Okay. I got another one coming out tomorrow there was an FAA memorandum that was passed out, and it affects people, hobbyists. Okay, here in the States.
What does it do? Just by the
okay. Well, this new rule actually, it's not rule, it's a law. You used to be able to call the tower to get permission if you were within a 5-mile radius of the airport to fly. Say, hey, you know, I'm Bill the Drone Reviewer, I want to fly my drone. Well, what's your phone number? Where you flying? You know, what's your altitude going to be? Fine. You know, just don't go over 400 feet. You're good. All right. Well, now you can't even call the tower. What you have to do is you have to apply, even a hobbyist has to apply for a waiver now to be able to do that. All right. Which, and I can tell you, waivers are electronic now. They used to not be. Electronic, but they're a lot faster than they were.
Okay.
If you're a Part 107 or a licensed commercial pilot here in the States, all you have to do is have like a Air Maps, which is you know, one of the apps on your iPad or Android device. You know, boom, and you let the tower know, and you're fine. But you've got to be Part 107 to do that. You can't do that as a hobbyist. As a hobbyist, you can still do this, but you have to fly, you know, or have to apply for a waiver. Right. And you know, when I put out videos like this, I don't expect them to get a lot of hits, but you know, I want to get this information out there and get this information out to people. Right. So they're aware of this and saying, you know, well, I didn't know about this. Well, hey, you know, I put it out there. It's out on my channel. It's right there in plain sight for you guys to see.
Well, yeah, you think that would be a normal part? That sounds fine. I mean, that would be part of being part of the community doing stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like, you know, the whole, one of the hashtags I like to use when I'm on Twitter is drones for good. And anytime I see kind of a thing about that, because I'm real passionate about that.
Yes.
In a video last year, and I think I talked about it on Canadian Drone Hub, they did it was at the University of Dayton, and they put an old Phantom 3, and they shot it at the wing of a old Mooney aircraft. Okay.
Okay.
And it blew a hole through the wing. Now, what was so far-fetched about it was they were shooting it at like 130 miles an hour, and I said, okay, all right. Phantom 3 at best could do 35 miles an hour, so it's never going to hit that at that kind of a speed, which was absolutely ridiculous. You know, and the other thing was, it wasn't a scientific test. It was not. They did not follow any kind of protocol with this. And you know, I put a video out about it. Actually, I approached the University of Dayton. Nobody said anything, so I went ahead and did a video. I've got like 12,000 views on it, and about 300 or 400 comments, and pretty much everybody's agreeing with me. You know, you do a test like that, you got to do it, make it scientific. And this is the thing about, you know, you hear about those drone incidents, you know, and all this, and I got to laugh because the pilots are citing, said they saw a drone, they were 3,000 or 4,000 feet, and I'm just like scratching my head. Okay, yeah, right, okay. Most people, unless you hack your drone, you can't go above 400 feet.
Right.
That's not going to happen, okay? Even the drones that don't have the geofencing, you can't go over 400 feet. That's just one of those things. You have to hack in and get that kind of stuff done. And, there are malicious ones. There was one we had probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. There was a teenager who flew one over at over in Fenway Park, over in Boston, over a Red Sox game.
Oh,
okay?
wow.
Yeah, and because he was underage, he got, he didn't find out his name or address or anything, but the parent, in that instance, I think parents need to assume the responsibility for stuff like that.
Right.
But the whole thing is, I try to, get out there, the whole drones for good kind of a thing, because they're just, I'll call it fake news, for lack of a better term, about these drone incidents, because there's no video on them. You don't see pictures. It's all somebody talking, just, hey, this happened kind of thing.
Drones and YouTube share that. Every time you turn on the news, if they talk about it, it's not a good thing coming up. It's the worst case scenario possible, and they'll run with it. But anything good, they'll never touch it. You never hear mention of it. It doesn't exist in their eyes.
Well, one of the good things that I've seen recently now is they're using drones for medical deliveries down. I think it's University of North Carolina is doing that, and there was also one that transported a kidney across. Yes. Across that, which I think, this is good kind of stuff coming out of this, and I like this here.
Right.
It's just, for me here, and I know Bill Thomas from Coast to Coast Drones has talked about this as well too. The whole thing about, well, we got to watch out because Amazon's going to steal it and UPS is going to steal it and all this stuff. Well, you know what? We're still years away from that kind of technology. Okay. They've already started some pilot programs, like here in Virginia. Google has, I think it's called Google Wing.
Yeah.
And they pioneered. I know they've done it in Australia, and I've talked to several of my drone friends down in Australia and said it's been a disaster down there. Okay, as far as it brings you down a couple of lattes in a box and stuff, and I'm just imagining those lattes.
Not too appetizing.
Okay, I'll run down to Starbucks and get mine. All
exactly
right?
At that point.
I won't be waiting for a delivery drone for that. But I still think before they really get this perfect, and the scary thing about these are, and what I found out is, these are all autonomous drones. There's no piloting. It's all programmed. There's nobody, and they don't have cameras on them, so they don't know. They're doing it based off of GPS and things like that. Which I heard that, and I just started shaking my head. I was like, "How do you do that kind of stuff?" Okay?
Like no sensor, no nothing. It's just flying cold point to point.
Yeah, they fly point to point. It's based on GPS. Wow. I mean, they do have some like obstacle avoidance and things like that. But still, as far as a sensor is concerned, and it reminds me. I said, okay. Well, military drones, but the military drones have cameras on them. These don't have cameras on them. And I'm just like, okay, I can't figure that one out. I have no idea.
That's awesome. I never would have thought that. I thought there'd be some sort of redundancies, plus being able to check visually cameras installed and all of them would be standard. Never thought of that part.
I didn't think, I thought, oh, there's a guy sitting down like you see, like, with the Air Force and the Army, when they're piloting a drone, with a joystick. Nope. It's all autonomous. It's, when it takes off until it lands, it's all programmed. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
No,
I mean,
I'm not of that. Not at all.
A couple of thousand of them crisscrossing each other there, and nobody can really see what's going on or taking over. It sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. Well, they said they have to have spotters along the way too, and I'm like, okay, well, you have spotters for pilotless aircraft. What are the spotters going to do? Yeah. Oh, it's like, I'm like, okay, I can't figure that one out.
They get to watch it happen then. Great.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's, yeah.
It's nothing like a first-hand story of a mess.
Yeah, it's just an absolute total mess. It really is.
So you have what you were saying while you were getting your action and grandchild on the way. So that's a pretty good reason to do it. So you're going to be, that's a big reason to get into it. Are you excited?
Yes, we are very excited. I'm trying to temper my excitement down because, it's like, okay, my daughter and son-in-law kind of, called us when they first broke the news. And I'm like, they said, well, they asked us, what do you want to be called, Pap or Grandpa? And I'm like, okay, I think I know what that means. You know, I'm like, wow, okay. Well, you know, one of the neat things with all this is I'm about 5 years from being able to retire, and I've got a date circled on my calendar. Trust me. What we're gonna do is when my wife retires, she's 3 years younger than me, but when she retires, we're gonna get a truck. Well, I have a truck now, but we're gonna get a bigger truck. We're gonna buy a tiny home, and we're gonna drive up. They live up in Ohio, so we're gonna drive up to Ohio, stay up there from like maybe May through September, kind of a thing, and then come back down here because summers up there are fantastic. Summers down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We're in love bug season right now. Okay?
Yes.
I mean, my whole bumper every day, it's covered with love bugs. I mean, it's just like inundated. Weekends, you know, you'll go get your car washed, and by, you know, Monday when you're on your way home from work, it needs washed again. I mean, it's just.
When I used to be a truck driver going down to the like California bumper, when I get back up around Jacksonville, and then I want to cry sometimes. Like I knew that I had a full day ahead of me coming up trying to get all that off. You know?
Oh my, you know, it's just like, yeah, forget. But we are so excited about it, and well, you know, my son-in-law and daughter, you know, I asked him. I said, okay, you know, they did review. They're having a girl, and you know, I asked him about the name. You know, and I said, okay, I know you guys aren't going to tell me what the name is. You tell me how did you decide? And they said they both got the same book, and they read the book, and they narrowed it down to 10 names. And what I thought was really cool was each one of them picked out the set. 4 of those 10 were the same on each one of their lists, which I thought was really interesting.
Out of a whole book, I guess.
Very nice.
Yeah. And the one thing that they said was they assured me that this was going to be a beautiful name. They said, do not worry about, you know, being some off the chart kind of name, you know, like Lord of the Rings name or something like that.
Mavic or Spark for Grandpa.
Mavic or Spark, I would think. Well, they assured me of that. So that was kind of what was real funny was, okay, my son-in-law told me, he says, you know what, if people kept bugging me, you know what I was going to say, well, if it's a boy's name, he comes from a Christian background. So if it's a boy's name, they're going to name it Herod. And if it's a girl's name, they're going to name it Jezebel. Okay, 2 of the most ruthless names from the Bible that you could give, kind of thing, to shut people up about it, because you know he's getting pestered by his dad right now. And I told him, I said, tell your dad you're naming your daughter Jezebel.
That'll do it. That's the way to put the brakes on.
Well, you know, back in the day, you know, now, you know, I have my 3 kids I had with my ex, you know, back in the day, you know, it's like, well, you had to say what that name was like right away to my folks and everything. And, you know, my folks would descend down, you know, when each one of my 3 kids was born, and then my in-laws would come and descend for, you know, a week or 2. And it was just like, and here's what I told my daughter and my son-in-law. I said, look, you tell us when you're ready, we'll come up there. Okay. I said, I can tell you right now, I said, your life's going to be upside down for at least a week, if not 2, until you get into some kind of a routine after baby's born, right? And I want to give you guys some latitude and some grace here. And they said, the only thing, they said, you know, if you come stay with us, you know, there's going to be a booster shot for vaccines. We'd like you to guys. I said, you know what? I said, I'll stand in line overnight if I need to get that, okay? That's not going to stop me, you know? Yeah. So, you know, it's like having to temper this excitement, because it's like wake up thinking about it, and then I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm glad I'm working today because I don't have to think about this right.
I would like to see the thing that would keep grandparents not going along with something. You guys become very agreeable all of a sudden. I noticed in that part. That's a good thing. You get to enjoy the best part of it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and I told him, I said, well, you know what? And I answered the question that night. He said, what do you want to be called, Pap or Grandpa? I said, I want to be called Grandpa. And, you know, they said, why? And I said, well, you know what? I said, my kids, that's what my kids called my dad. Yeah. And they absolutely love my dad. They called him Grandpa, straight up. I said, that's what I want, okay? You know, I don't want Mima or, you know, Papa or whatever. Grandpa. You know, just have your daughter call me Grandpa. That's what I want. So, you know, and already I just feel so good about this, and so does my wife.
The shirts are coming, the mugs are coming. I can see it right
Oh,
now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my whole cubicle wall at work will be in.
And that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I already told my boss. I said, you need to plan on being out without me for about a week around the end of June. And he said, okay, I know why.
That's as valid a reason as any, and then some. So I'm happy for you. And how's your wife doing? She's recovering from hernia operation, by the way. I want to ask you.
Yeah, she had gallbladder and hernia surgery, and she's doing pretty good. But one of the things that they did for her, I had the same surgery 2 years ago. Okay, and they gave her an abdominal binder. All right, which is kind of like it's a girdle, in the midsection. It's been super for her as far as being able to get around. Well, I didn't have that when I had my surgery, and I'll tell you what, I'm not real big on taking strong pain meds, but I took every one of my oxycodone and then some. All right. I mean, it was just, I had to put a belt loop, or I fashioned a belt loop around my headboard to get in and out of bed. I mean, it was that bad. I mean, wow. And I told my wife, I said, this is kind of a good thing and a bad thing, because it kind of helped, you kind of lean on this a little bit as a crutch, and I told her, I said, I caught her bending over to get the bar out of the door to take the dog out tonight. I said, don't do that. I said, that's why I'm here. So yeah, I've been chief cook, bottle washer, laundry, taking the garbage out. I've been doing like 99.9% of everything happily. I'll easily do that. But I did catch her the other day. We have our TV folds out and has an articulating arm in the wall. I caught her pulling that out the other day. I said, she's sitting in bed. I said, the TV wasn't like that when I left the room. How did that happen? Oh, she goes, the dog did it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, right.
Oh, let her milk it for a bit.
She's getting a taste of what you did the whole years of getting away with it, and her telling you. Now it's finally come back full circle for a couple of days.
Well, what's funny is, I had my surgery on Thursday. Monday, she was back to work. She says, you're on your own for the day. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was just fast. Like, okay. My best thing was, when I got out of bed, I did not go back to bed, because getting in and out of bed was an excruciating experience. I found a comfortable chair in the kitchen, had my laptop there, and that's pretty much where I parked myself all day long when I was doing my and walking around helped too. And that's what I told her. I said, the more you walk, the better. So.
Well, yeah, it's that midst not pushing too far, but also pushing enough to not get too laid up with it for too long either and get stiff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fine road to walk sometimes, but she's in good care, so that's the main thing. We don't have to.
She's doing well. I have to part ways here because I'm going to be on another show.
I know that. Yes, I know the time. I'm just watching the corner. I want to thank you so much for coming. I want to thank you for your great advice and your great insight onto it. I knew you'd be the right man to talk about it. Like, there was no doubt in my mind. So,
well, Andrew, anytime you want me on, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to accommodate you. That's never a problem.
I always appreciate it. You guys have the link in the description. I'm just going to show you your channel once again before you go, guys. Grab him before he goes. Bill the Drone Reviewer. We're all YouTubers, and that's that crossing over here where everybody works with cameras in some shape or fashion. Everybody has a secret inkling for a drone. So there you go, guys. Here's the man to check out. So thank you so much for your time, Bill.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Have a great night and best to your wife, okay?
Thank you.
Bye now. Take care. Oh, that was awesome. There we go, guys. So
yeah, thank you to our expert. His link is in the description below as well if you want to go over and check some of his videos. And future, I must assume, review of DJI action camera as well.
With lots of babies and lots of grandchild to come.
Well, the grandchild is in June. The DJI is coming in this weekend.
Yeah, so you'll be lots of practicing, getting ready for it. So
definitely. And yes, we are going to be getting into the second part of our title. I see some people concerned that we're not talking about vlogging.
That's
future.
Right, guys.
We are, guys.
We are, guys.
This
What's coming
is a two-part, and kind of the release of DJI Osmo new camera kind of triggered the question that we already talked a little bit between ourselves about what is there for videography, photography. Now everybody is a photographer. But it looks like for video, the same thing is coming as well. And do we actually need all of these things? Is this just another gadget? Is it another gimmick? Do we need all these, DJI Pocket and Action and GoPro and all of the other things that are coming out, seems like every month, to be a vlogger or to be a videographer? And by this, now, does anybody can call themselves a vlogger? If I pick up DJI Action, am I a vlogger now?
That's the question, guys. We're putting it up to you guys. It's a discussion. You're not here for that part of an answer. It's to get a discussion going. I want to say hi to everybody that's been coming in. Just seen 2448 Toyman, a past guest of ours as well. Great to see you in the house, my friend. Hope you're doing fantastic. Always such a pleasure. Sorry, I'm just checking my controls here for a second. Yeah, everything's good. I wasn't sure if we were peaking for a second. And guys, I mean, it is kind of a game changer, and it's time. Things are evolving, not just in the technology, but also what we're doing on YouTube, and they do go hand in hand. And with the increase of bandwidth and the increase of technology flowing, and whatever platform you're onto, I still don't want to call YouTube a social media platform. I still believe it's a creator's platform. I believe it's a step above. But there is so much gray going on right now. Midnight Madness, good to see you. Good to see you. So many great channels in here, guys, tonight. Great to have you all in. Please hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. You're new here, please subscribe. Fluffy Honey. Oh my God, Fluffy Honey, Tina's in the house.
Yeah, she was here the other night when I was alone.
Oh, well, pardon me. Oh my God, it's been a while.
Construction Crony says you can be a vlogger, sure, but a good one is harder. Well, that's a good point, and that's what we want to talk about, because, and now I talked a little bit in the chat with Waste Haven as well, a little bit about that. I think a lot of people, I can't afford this, and do you actually need to afford it? The question is,
The thing is what you want to do, and then find something to make it happen. Casey Neistat, I don't usually quote him too. I like Casey Neistat, don't get me wrong. He's done what he's done. I'm not knocking him. But something he always said that I liked was he always does it with the best that's available to him at the moment to tell his story the best with what he can do. And you can tell amazing stories. Artemorbid, prior guest from Chicago, fantastic vlogger. Camera, $100 and some, holds it up. Everybody thinks he's blocking the shade from his eyes. Fantastic videos, really great, eye-catching. He's good on camera. It just shows you once again, you do not need to break the bank. Is there a point that you want to up the ante and keep getting more equipment? Of course, and there is a limit to it. I mean, it worries me sometimes when I see people talking to us, especially when we get private emails, of how much some people are investing into their YouTube channel off the bat. I do get very weak in the knees. I don't think you need to sink yourself that far to really do what you want to do on here. That's a big part of it. You can do them. Xenia and I last year doing interviews. Our first 60 interviews was a Rode mic with a clip and held up by a set of Allen keys. We did 60 interviews. Our setup now is getting better. But I mean, there's lots more things we could buy, and we could go buy them tomorrow and go with it. But in increments as we go, and we've used like Super Chat money and all those things over time, invested some of that into it. Rome wasn't built in a day, and also don't forget sometimes too, if you get new software, especially new software, there can be a huge learning curve with it. And the same time with camera gear. That's what's nice about these. For the price point, you can do a lot right out of the box pretty much with minimal knowledge of the product, because a lot of it's very user friendly. If you get into a DLSR and all new lenses and that, you could be down for 2 months just trying to figure out how to use it. So, that's going to be considered in a play too. You could almost your channel go dormant while you're trying to learn how to edit with Adobe Premiere and shoot with the brand new Canon that you have no clue how to use. So
I actually find, and the more you kind of try to be technical, the less you do at the end. I find, from my experience, for example, when I was just starting photography and I was shooting, with the camera and just in JPEG and wasn't using Photoshop or any of the programs, just shooting basically. I was doing more and posting more, and kind of like the result end pictures, there were more of that. I don't know if all of them were quality pictures. That might be the question, but I kind of felt a little bit more accomplished in the result factor. And then the more I started to get into, okay, well, now I'm shooting raw because of all the, advantages that it has of details, information that I can bring out in the picture. And I love doing that. I love, the post-processing factor of pictures. You can really make it work. But I get like probably, at least 10 times less of result, like piece-wise, because of the time that I put into post-processing. So sometimes I wonder, maybe I should just get back into just taking the camera, making a shot and not worrying about all of the rest, because most of the people do that anyway. You kind of start asking yourself a question, is it worth it?
When you're doing that, you're more honing your skills instead of honing on the product.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Exactly.
Which is just important. And I mean, if you can have the greatest camera in the world, like Xenia and I had a business for a little bit in Iceland. You can watch people show up with $15,000 worth of camera and glass. And what they shot, you might as well shot on automatic. And that's what some of them were doing half the time. It was a big show with the lenses and all that. But in the end, you could see where the thumb would switch over and you could tell right away. It's, they just dug themselves such a groove. There's no way they could learn how to use it before they got there.
But can you tell at the end, like if you have two footages or two photos, for example, can a regular viewer see if it was taken by a phone with an autofocus and an Instagram filter, or if it was taken by the full frame DSLR camera or video camera, post-processing, color grading, etc.? Can you actually tell that?
Yeah.
You can?
I'm agreeing with your question.
That's the question, guys. Can you tell? And I'm going to shoot this back to the chat. Can you guys tell if it is done by a professional or by a phone? Like, that's a good question now because of all of this new technology that is coming out. I think it kind of raises, the edge between the pro and the amateur. Is there such thing as pro photo or videographer? Like, is there a difference, really? I
just want to say thank you to Fluffy Honey Tina and Val's Life, both of you. Thank you so very much, guys. We love you too, and thank you for the coffee on the cold drone mornings. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
So that's right, guys. We are a droning family now with 3 drones. Thank you to Val and Paul.
Thank you so much.
And Roger and Kim and Michael, of course, as well. So yeah, we're getting there. Slowly going to get more of that done. So.
Thank you. Yeah. And where is Danny Black, who has amazing footage, and he's a professional videographer, says that some of my most popular videos were shot completely on my iPhone. So now, would you rather than, after knowing that on your channel, Danny, do you make more videos with your iPhone? Or do you still get the satisfaction of going pro into the equipment and all of the rest of the editing?
Central Aerial Images says, I worked with a photographer whose print sold for thousands, and she used a cardboard box with a pinhole in it. There you go. There you go, right there. Some vids on my old channel that I called with my Pixel 1 got great reviews. Exactly, Destiny's Chronicle. I have always brought up that example. Look at whenever they show in the news where they got some footage from Facebook of a bank robbery. And they're holding it out and the phone's shaking and it's grainy and they show them running across and taking off. Guess what? Nobody's saying, oh my God, I wish that was a little clearer. Why didn't they hold it horizontal? Because the story is so amazing, you don't even realize how crappy the image was. I'm not saying it's not everything, but that's once again that thing that drives home that the story and the content takes key on everything. If you have a drone flying over and you catch a bear and a moose in a battle, the drone is moving around, you're trying to get altered. They're not worried that you didn't do like a speed vamp, and you didn't take the little jitter. They're caught too much in the storyline at the time. So sometimes I'm worried that YouTube is getting to be a bit like it was for me growing up playing guitar in the 80s. That you was being preached to you through the magazines and what you seen through your idols, that if you don't spend $10,000, you're not going to go anywhere. And that's become a lot sometimes with YouTubers who have the expensive toys that are all endorsed, that are paid to promote, and they're showing them in front of everybody all the time. And everybody's thinking, geez, if I could just get that, I'm going to make it here. That's what's standing between. But it's only a part of what they do. They use it to tell the stories better, and they are paid for it. They are getting commissioned onto it. There are a lot of people that have been doing it for years before they got on here. So you got to kind of cut yourself a little bit of slack sometimes and realize you don't need that. There's lots of people who made it very far on here by just one webcam. Boogie2988, anybody who's watched him, 90% of his videos, and he's 4 point some million, was his webcam sitting on top of his computer and him talking to it. And there's many, many, many stories like that.
That's right. And like Danny was saying, that especially for traveling or vlogging, now the less equipment you have, the better almost.
Yes.
You know? And I agree totally, because oftentimes, like, I have a SLR for photographing. I mean, it's not a full frame camera, right? It's a mirrorless, and sometimes, you know, people, well, why don't you have a mirror, you know, the full frame DSLR? But the question is, I don't want to be carrying, you know, 2 pounds, 3 pounds of equipment and more, or a backpack full of equipment with me through the weddings and things like that. Or when we are traveling with a full frame camera, because they are bigger, they're bulkier, they're heavier, you know, and sometimes I wonder, like, why people take the whole backpack of all equipment, you know. I just want to take something in my hand and have it handy with a great manual settings, as somebody was saying in the chat, you know, and great quality of photo. And then we go back to the question of, do we need these things? Like somebody who just bought a DJI Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Won't they feel gypped now? They're like, oh, I would have rather bought this one.
Well, that's why I was wondering about that. That was one of the first questions I wanted to get to him, you know, and it's because some of the reviews are saying that. But once again, it comes down to what you want to do with it. And that was, I'll tie it right into that question. Xenia and I had, guys, we are really geeky nerds sometimes. New Year's Eve, we're driving up to family. We literally talked for about an hour and a half about this big philosophical. Guys, there's Bill, the drone reviewer. Here he is, guys. There you go. If you haven't grabbed him already, let me get him also as moderator. There we go. Can't have him walking around without that. There we go. Thank you so much, Bill, for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate you taking the time to be with us. So thank you so very much. It's our pleasure. And this is what we were talking about. And this today adds one more piece of the puzzle of what I was saying.
Yeah.
Is it because, you know, and I appreciate, and I know why you have glass, and I know for low light, and I get all that. But sometimes, can you get away with it now today and do a good enough job? I mean, not just a good enough, but a great job of vlogging. And you have this, you have now this. And why I like it, by the way, guys, instead of the GoPro right away, is because for color grading. You're shooting off the same palette, so it should make it a lot easier for integration. That's one of the main things that I'm happy about, them going in here, not just adding the competition where it's needed, but also for color grading between all of them. And then the Spark 2 that we were just talking about a while ago with Bill, if that's going to shoot 4K, imagine something like us that's going to Europe. You could pack in a DJI Spark 2, you could have the Action and the Pocket, for instance. And I also, everybody knows I shoot with the DJI Osmo already. But even that, you could almost kind of, I like it because of the Z-axis. I'm a huge fan of the Z-axis. I'm a fanboy for Z-axis. But that said, what an arsenal of equipment you have at your disposal. You get yourself a good Zoom recorder for audio. Man, it's amazing what you can do that you could fit into such a small bag now and take on the plane with you. It's incredible. Really is. And that's what I'm wondering, if you can get away now from using like the bigger DSLRs, the newer mirrorlesses. Not that they're not great, not that you don't. I know they can do low light more and stuff, but couldn't you be a great vlogger right now by using all these things that you could just fit? And basically, we're talking the size of a big shaving kit at this point.
But do you need all these things? Maybe just phone is good enough.
No, but that's another thing too. Exactly. Oh, stream.
Aw.
Oh, thank you so much, Marcel. Thank you. I was wondering what was going on for a
Marcel Harding, as always, wonderful man. Drunk Kings in Darwin is going to Singapore in August, packing Mavic Air, DJI Osmo Mobile, iPhone 8 Plus, and the 360 and underwater camera. My God, there's so much of it.
Yeah.
That's what I feel right away. It's like, oh no.
But when you think of it, you could take all this stuff and the mobile as well. You have a whole production company, basically, you could fit in a big shaving kit. It's unbelievable.
Well, it is the part that is unbelievable, that it has gotten so small that you can literally put it in, you know, stuff your pockets with it, literally.
And that was the question I had for Bill tonight that I meant to ask him. Paul Murray and I were talking about it the other day. If you have a really good phone, could you skip the pocket and use your mobile instead on your phone?
Yeah.
But then again, the nice thing is if you have a bit of just extra disposable income, that pocket would be amazing for us doing weddings and that for shooting B-roll. Just pull that out when you're getting your other camera set up. You're literally like holding like a lighter at a rock concert.
You know, I imagine right away that SpongeBob idea where he has like 5 different things he does at the same time. You know, like, you know,
Yes.
a camera here, you know, holding the leg, Mavic Pro flying, you know, all of that at the same time. It's getting crazy, I wonder. But then, okay, well, all of these things that are there out, you know, and I'm sure that GoPro is going to come up with a new thing, you know, in a couple of weeks because they have to obviously compete now with DJI. But out of all of these things, if I just want to, well, I want to capture my life and share some of the things out there, maybe on YouTube, maybe on Instagram. What should I buy? Like, there's so many things to buy now. If I only can afford one thing, what should I buy then? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of lost in all of the products.
I the more I think about it, the more I just keep seeing the Pocket and the Action together. I feel like there's such a team to work with. Mm-hmm. I couldn't see my for weddings and stuff like that, especially what we do. But it's the low light again. That's just the hardest part. If you can pass the low light, you know, because the sensor is bigger on the Action.
Yeah, no, that was above and beyond drones was saying. Why no 1-inch sensor?
Yes.
Osmo Action Cam HD quality, 1.5 2.3-inch sensor records 12 megapixel photos and 4K video up to 60 FPS at 100 bitrate. You know, that's a good question.
And it is, and that's what I'm hoping for by them getting in the game. Thank you, Marcel, for clarifying that.
Thank you. Thank you, better. Thank you.
Oh my God. But that's the thing that I like about that they've gone in. I think they did this to go head to head, and I'm no expert onto it. I'm just on the outside looking in. But I think they did it to go head to head for the price point. But I'm hoping because of this competition now, it's going to push them to go further. Like, why are they not doing like in the Mavic? Why isn't f-stop introduced when it's going to be on the ground? Exactly. You know, all those things I think are going to be version 2 of all these. It's really going to finally start to put... I think they can put a lot more of this technology that we need into a smaller form factor. And this is finally going to get them competing against each other. And we might just start getting that stuff.
Whereas Danny Black says somewhere,
yes.
The more gear you have, the more you feel pressure to use it so it doesn't collect dust. Very true. Mm-hmm. Guys, well, what do you think? Out of all the things that you know is out there, which would you pick? If you would have only one option, okay? You have the money, but you have only one option to buy. Out of all of the stuff that is out there, what would you buy? Put it in the chat. We want to know.
Yeah. What would be your go-to?
Yeah. Because I almost want to say that if I could, I would just buy the best phone out there.
Well, that's part of it too. I agree. But as a typical guy, I say the best phone with the DJI mobile.
No, one thing.
I know. That's the hardest part is to try and answer. Yeah, that is not an easy one to answer.
West Haven says my Samsung phone. It says video camera and apps. That's right.
My drone
spaceship because Marcel Harding wants to do vlogging on the moon. So you know, because it requires a transfer card. Probably is that true? I'm not sure. Construction cronies all has a question that is technical. Maybe somebody can answer. The GoPro 6 had an issue with 60 FPS at 4K because it requires 128 bits to transfer onto the card properly. Is that true, or has that issue been resolved? Maybe Danny knows it. I know he has a GoPro. Maybe Danny knows about that. That's a good question.
By the way, anybody who doesn't know Danny, he's a past guest of ours as well, and fantastic work, guys. You got to check him out. Really he plays music on cruise ships. He's an expat, United States, living in Australia, married to a beautiful Australia lady who is also an entertainer as well, and both of them are entertainers on ships.
Yep, and he's actually leaving to another ship tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
He's always on the run. So Danny says that Hero 7 with mic input is his choice. Mm-hmm. And Lightning Dave, Pinellas County Cop Watch says, wife says no more until new phone. Just got GoPro 7. I love that.
Welcome, by the way. It's good to see you again.
Drone Kings in Darwin says 360 camera. You can do some cool tricks with it in normal video. Tiny Planet and capture more that you can with a normal camera. Yeah, that feels to me like a very specialty camera. Like, can you do vlogging with 360 without doing street? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I haven't tried it, right? Choices are too overwhelming. I agree to some discoveries. Fishing videos on Osmo Action would be perfect. Yes. Too technical. Yeah, I can't answer that either. Sorry. Google Pixel took great videos. Samsung is great, but so is the GoPro. We're always on the go, so it needs to be small and easy to get up and going. No, he's not Australian. Drone King, surprise! I know. He's so integrated now that nobody knows it. Shh, you didn't hear it here.
That's right. It's a hush one.
Oh my God.
It's all a dream. It's all a dream.
Yeah. No, check the interviews, but it was really cool. Yeah, well, I don't know, so that's why I don't know. But because I do photography as well, and you're more on the video, so I think maybe that's the difference. Although if there is a really great video footage, like I know from even from Spark and some really good drones, you can still capture a very nice stills, very high def stills, you know. So you don't need a separate, camera for photos and videos. If the video is good enough, you can just capture your still out of your footage.
I think you could be one hell of a YouTube channel with just a drone and one of these tools here. And it could also include the mobile into that one as well. I think you could do fantastic work. I love the small... What I was getting at that time was, when we were talking, was the small form factor thing that I think is so amazing, the power that you can do with such a small form factor. That's what I think is the most exciting. And I really do think there's a chance that they're going to push each other to the point that the next one's bigger sensor, which would be great. So, be able to, maybe even they'll come out and start coming out with lenses for these things that you can use,
Yeah, like this one is, you can take it off to add filters, which is great, which makes me think that they might be coming out with lenses for this Action one.
One point I found out was that when it screws off, it is not waterproof. So once you add the filter on, it is not waterproof anymore. That's one thing about it. So, but then again, you're not going to go submersing. It's not really much use with a filter anyways.
No.
But I want that f-stop to come out. I want it to start avoiding, and they are doing it. I think it's the Mavic 2 Pro, or the Zoom. Well, no, the Pro I think is the one with the f-stop. I kind of forget. You guys, I'm sure there's somebody in here right now from Canadian Drone Hub pulling their hair out as I say this, but one of them has an f-stop into it now, and that's what's needed. That's what's got to be brought down into the technology, is give it more of that camera feel right out of the box like that. And I guess everything starts somewhere, and now I really think GoPro missed a chance to do stuff like that. Sat too much on its laurels, and now it's paying the price. And anybody who has a GoPro is not going to get rid of this tomorrow. Most of them to buy this. The problem is the next time they're ready to upgrade, what are they going to do? And what's going to sell the most in the meantime? And there's no way it's not going to hurt GoPro in some shape or form. It's impossible.
Arvin Debatoris, hello.
Yes,
so
how
good
are
to see
you?
you. Yes, he just recently got into 360. That's right. He's using Insta360 One X, and yes, you can capture it, everything, and then keyframe if you want later. That's right. Yes, amazing. Actually, I love those pictures.
We were actually enjoying seeing them all. We're living vicariously through you on that one. So,
and Ghana, I actually do have Sony A6000. That's my camera. We have done photo shoots with that. Family portraits, hours of wedding stuff. Video stuff. There's it's gone traveling. It's been used for life and also for our professional business in photography as well. And I don't really know if I want to. I don't know. I like it. It's only because it gets old in general, but otherwise, it's good. It's a good camera.
It is a solid camera in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
And something else, because we didn't have much time. That's something else I wanted to ask Bill. I get where he's buying one right away. And now a lot of things are firmware upgrades, but he's also a reviewer. That's his niche. I get that.
Yes,
he has
of
to
course.
Is it good? In those senses, when drones come out, when new cameras, do you recommend buying it right away? Are you the type of person that wants to wait a couple of months till they get the bugs fixed out, all that stuff? Or do you want to be the first on the block to have it? Putting that question to you guys as well. What do you guys do? Are you the person that wants to get it right off the shelf immediately? Or are you the person that wants to see where it's going over a month or 2 or 3 before you make that purchase or that leap? TR Nairiri. I hope he gave me a lesson on his name last night. I hope I pronounced it right because he said Puša Studio. He has the most amazing accent, the Jamaican accent. He's got a studio going on, and he gave me a lesson last night how to say his name, and it's TR Nairiri.
That sounds beautiful.
Well, it sounds a lot nicer coming out of him saying it than me. I'm sure I'm butchering it, but I hope I said it properly. It's great to have you in here. He's a producer, and he played a song last night. And the guy sounds like a Jamaican version of Steve Winwood. And I said, I hope you don't mind this. It's not this is who I hear when I sing it. And he's like, no, I hear the same thing exactly. So I was happy that we were on the same page on that one. So.
That's awesome.
Side note, guys, but I had to say that. Great to see you. Great to see you. Oh, you did what? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The GoPro 7 still have the better. Yeah, a little bit brighter. The thing is, a lot of us are editing. I would be shooting flat all the time. But for somebody who doesn't want to edit, it does have a richer tone. But if you watch that thing of Peter McKinnon where he's running side by side, because it's funny, I hate The Verge so badly, truth be told. I can't stand them. They always do the worst reviews. And they were saying about how it's the GoPro 7 has better stabilization. I mean, watch that video for 2 minutes and look at it and tell me which one is better. He's jogging and it's straight. The buildings are I know because I work with the Osmo. I had pretty much the same as I get with the Osmo. The GoPro was wonking. You know, there was no way around it. You could see it clear as day.
Yeah, and Octadogon is also bringing up the good. Octadogon is bringing up the good point because I remember that one of our past guests, Mitten Dad, actually was saying that everybody jumped on the Pocket, and then he did a review, I think a month later, when his Pocket burned his iPhone because he was connecting it, with the phone to get a better capture. Well, it actually wasn't as compatible as I said it would be, and he actually had to buy a new phone because the input, apparently it was an issue for not only him but lots of other people. So I mean, you never know. You gotta either make a leap of faith or you look for people that have used it for a while, for sure.
But I get it. Like anybody who's really into it, like the fundamentalists into it, they're going to go for it right away because they almost want those kind of things. They're waiting to see what they do. And, I get that. So, but for me, for using, I would definitely be waiting a little bit just to see how things play out, Yeah, I'm just not a porridge person. Coffee
with
music.
maple syrup is really good too. I've tried it with maple syrup as well, and kind of combining the Canadian and Eastern European tastes.
Yep. Or just dump the porridge down the sink and go get a hamburger.
Construction Crony says, I will vouch for the GoPro stabilizer and overall durability. I wear it in construction sites all the time. I even blasted the lens when cutting steel. Ooh, nice.
That is awesome. And listen, I'm not knocking it. I'm not an expert on it. I was just saying, like with the new one compared to the both of them, like, I mean, that's what I was going by. But don't take that as like I'm saying GoPro was crap. It's anything but, man. It's been years of try, test. It is the pinnacle for action cameras, and nobody can argue that. I mean, they've done it. They've done it for years. They know it better than anybody else. But it's I can see where where DJI, there's been action cams come out, but they're mostly like lower grade, not on the same pinnacle. But DJI is the first one that's really, and that's a good thing even for GoPro because it doesn't necessarily mean GoPro is gone. It might actually force GoPro to really put out some amazing stuff in their next one. Stuff that might have only been 3 years or 4 years or maybe not even ever decided was going to be put on one.
Well, GoPro 7 Black seems to be up until now, it seemed to be the pinnacle of action cameras. Yeah. I mean, everybody wanted GoPro 7 Black. But now I don't know. I really don't know. It's a good question, and especially because you don't have to have extra equipment. You don't have to extra cases and all of that. Everything comes already within it, so to say, with a new action. So yeah, I don't know. It's I almost want to get hands on and to try. Yeah. But I don't know. I just really in back of my head, I'm like, oh, it's just another gimmick. I don't know. I'm so into questions still about that. I don't know.
I don't think either one of us would be the one to jump on the bandwagon right away. It's just our nature. I would want to see where it plays out more and stuff like that. But I do see great things coming. I think this is what I'm the most excited about all this is. Whatever happens between GoPro and DJI from this point on, I don't think we'll ever see action cams quite the same way again. I think big things are coming, and the next year is going to probably bring out some amazing advancements into it.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. You know, I can't wait to see. And like I say, I'm hoping for f-stop availability onto it, interchangeable lenses onto it. I want them to have all the power of a mirrorless camera inside one of these things. I want a gigantic sensor that looks ridiculous onto it, but does everything you need to do. Everything for me is about portability. I really do. I would love to see one with a sensor big enough. You have like the Sony E-mount available for it, or a Canon, and you can run. I would love to see stuff like that happen, just for the sake of being able to do so much everything on such a small form factor. Because I think one thing we've all learned with YouTube is freedom, and cumbersome is a pain with the way the world turns so fast today and the way we make content. And that's now where the products really need to catch up to where we're at, to be able to capture life. Because a lot of people got to realize, how many times have you guys thought of shooting something like, oh my God, by the time I get this out and get it set up and do this and do that.
Well, that's the thing. Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It's too much production.
Mm-hmm. And I believe, like, let's face it, most cameras today, unless you're low light, most cell phones take very good looking photos or video. Let's call it for what it is. Unless you bought something bottom end out of the box, and even that you can hide, because you can give it a kind of nice retro look to it, or play around and make it a little extra dirty, and you can get your artistic flair to count as well. So there's not really bad options today. Now is the point of getting that amazing quality, like that top end, especially for set up for low light and small form factor. That will be the gigantic game changer of it all. And they can do it. They've proved it already. So where is it? And will this force it to do it? And I hope it will. I really do. Because imagine the flexibility that you can do with something like that. How much more your vlogs can be intense. How many more the minutes, moments. Because also, too, don't forget, smaller form factor, a lot easier on batteries. You know, that's the thing about it, too. It's not so draining onto it.
Yeah.
Not so bulky. You can buy more batteries. They're easy to carry around. You know, you can think about what that would look like all together. Like when you get one of those custom cases made. You know, about the size of what, not even what the Phantom, about the size of what the Phantom used to be, but thinner. Mm-hmm. You could have everything in there. You could have a drone, full shooting focus camera with, night with dark low light capabilities, B-roll camera sitting right there, your pocket, mobile for your phone, everything right at your disposal like that. You can have a full production right there.
No, I do agree that you can kind of have full production, but again, it's like seems like, oh my God, there's so many things at the same time. For those of you that do have GoPro, how long does it last? How long does the battery last? That's the problem that I have with drones. It's like you charge it for 2 hours to get 15 minutes out of it. It's like, come on.
Oh my God, the Mavic guys are getting angry right now. I can feel it coming. I want to just like do that when I hear them.
No, but that's true. Yeah. It's like, it takes such a long time to charge it for 15 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes. But I'm just saying the relativity of how long does it take to wear it out, and then God forbid it flies out of the out of your zone. I don't know, it's just some I don't know I'm in a fence with all of these things around that are available. Fire Scratcher, hello.
And Disney as well, how you doing? Great to see you both. Hope you're doing fantastic. So many great channels in here, guys. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, guys. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe. We do appreciate the help, and it's great to get as many people in on the discussion as possible, as many eyes on you guys as possible. The more people, the better the discussion.
Yeah, and I actually just got notification about our live stream starting, so welcome those that just got it too.
Playworthy, if I go on a 40-minute ride, my battery is drained on the way back home. And which drone are you using, Playworthy?
I think they were talking about the GoPro. Disney Reality TV, hello, and Robert Weed is here as well. Hello, how are you doing?
I was curious because I didn't know of any that did 40 minutes. That's why I was wondering, but he said on the ride, so I thought maybe I missed something.
Drone Kings in Darwin says 2 batteries for my Mavic Air, only 20 odd minutes, and be nervous on some low battery return trips over water. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even have a drone.
I've learned that. That's one thing I've learned. I don't know if Roger's still here, Canadian Drone Hub. That's one thing I've learned from hanging around with the drone guys. I think if any other wives want to get their husband in the mood, they have to talk about batteries. Lithium batteries seems to be what gets these guys going. Man, I've never seen a conversation perk up more when you say lithium battery in these guys' presence. Wow. Not really.
Yeah, well, the only time when I talked about the battery on Canadian drone hub, it was when I was talking about shooting the battery and making it go on fire.
Yes.
Don't try it home, guys. Yeah, we're talking about Ken.
Yeah, Ken Heron. Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing that in his backyard.
Yeah.
But no, that's a huge issue. It is a huge issue. Phones are getting better at that. They were terrible at first. They're getting better. And yes, I understand everything is going to get better. You know, drones and all these action cameras with their batteries as well. But it just seems such an expensive thing for such a short period of time. You can capture that thing, you know.
Chill says, can't take a lithium battery on a plane. I thought you could if it was insulated pockets. You were allowed so many. Now that I might be wrong on too, but I thought you were so many of them allowed. New ASMR lithium batteries. Batteries. That's right, Grandma's greenhouse.
Good morning, Sparky. Sparky 107 or 107 is here. We're talking about drones, vlogging, and the future of video. What do you think about that?
It's Sparky 107 FM, folks. That's right. Great to see you, Sparky. How you doing tonight? Did I hear lithium battery? I am going to. Exactly.
It's a trigger word.
I'm sure Ashley's sitting there nodding her head. Mm-hmm.
Why is it a male, female, wife, husband thing with the batteries? People. Well, it's not about that identification. It's more of a stereotyping, and of course, it's because the drone hub. It mostly consists of men, although they should have more women there.
More
I should start flying drones.
Oh dear God!
This is going to be a trigger word.
Alrighty, guys, and as Danny said, you can take lithium batteries on the plane, just not check bags.
Yeah, no, Variety Girl. I do apologize. It wasn't any particular gender. It was just we
were just joking.
We were talking about Canadian Drone Hub in general, and that some guys that are from there are here in the chat, and they get really passionate about the batteries.
Yeah, that's one thing they can't seem to talk enough about. Whatever drone guy, whatever drone they got, the one thing they always seem to talk for hours on is batteries. That's why it was just an inside joke about that channel. So.
Sparky brings up an interesting point. All live streams are a form of vlogging.
Yes and no, and I've thought that too in a way, but to me, vlogging, you're just more active. But there is a glimpse of voyeurism, because, I mean, let's face it. What are you doing?
I'm getting more active so we can tag it to vlog.
Oh, my God. Help.
No, what means active?
I don't know what this means. No, and I mean getting outside more, just doing more than just sitting at like chairs or stuff like that. I do think it's just more of an active form of video. You know, it's more on the move, if you will. I mean, it's true. It is becoming a very gray line. I mean, who knows? And you actually watch them all the time. People doing it on their phones. They're at home and then they're gone for a pack of cigarettes or they're doing whatever. Then I guess they are kind of vlogging. So.
Yeah, what is a vlog? It's a good question at the end of this all. I don't know. Maybe this is a vlog now. You know,
Possibly.
it is part of our lives.
Yeah.
I
was getting excited there. Make her stop.
Oh my, between the battery triggers and all of that.
Yeah. Video diary of your day experience. Exactly. That's what I mean. That's why I don't find exactly. I just don't quite find it fits but it is getting a little more grayer. But yeah, I'd still say there is a difference between the two.
I guess if live streaming is part of it, and then you capture not this what you guys see, but there would be another camera capturing us at the same time now, then that would be vlogging, no? Like if there would be a camera set up here that would be capturing us live with everything around us.
I don't know.
Maybe that would be vlogging.
I think we still have to have some
part of it.
I think it's the change of locations is important for vlogging. I mean, because it is like supposed to be more of a daily recap. Even though you're not capturing everything you do in your day, there should be some multiple scenes. It should be some more movement into it that.
Well, there can be live vlogging. I think maybe that's where we're going to.
And this is how most of our chats go between Xenia
on the 8-hour drives Christmas. Sherry, awesome Sunset Travel. Hello, by the way. Good to see you. Welcome here.
Great to see you.
Variety Girl says, I have been calling my videos vlogs, but they are more like reflecting on my life than an active vlog. Well, yeah, and that's what I was going towards. I think I think almost anything can be a vlog nowadays.
Yeah, no, but I mean, still, like she's talking about it. So there's, it's a hard. I just don't know about live stream. I don't know. I don't know if I call a live stream a vlog. I get part of the voyeurism part, and it could be connected to the two, but I still think it's kind of like very stationary. It's in one spot usually.
See, like if I'm going live now on Twitter, that is going to be live vlogging of our live stream. Hello, how are you doing? We're vlogging.
You could count it as part of it, but you'd probably start off with your day and then you gotta get groceries and then filming a bit here and put all together. Yeah, that I would say it is.
Yeah, well, this
but
is a good discussion.
Itself.
Does vlog has to be everything that you do in a day? Or maybe, for example, Danny, when he does his vlogs of travel, he doesn't capture everything he does through the day.
To vlog or not to vlog? This is the question.
To me, a vlog is more a chat stream, even when I do projects, but still a chat. So vlog. Well, we got into real calambour here, Sparky, about what is and what is not vlogging, and can we consider parts of the day vlog or live stream a vlog or
technophiles?
Just talking about stuff, is that a vlog? That's a very good question. Technicalities. Well, yes, that's right. Technicalities. Heck, you don't see my skinny dipping. Exactly. That's what I meant. Most of the old blogs are more like a live stream but recorded and some editing. What's considered a vlog now is more like a movie or TV series. Well, see, there's another opinion on that. The cinematic footage of the stuff going on, is that a vlog? I don't know. I don't know.
You guys have seen we've been doing that. Well, it's going to come out again. We're going to have another addition to it about live streaming, what the do's and don'ts, what they don't tell you in the manuals. I mean, that's the whole point of it, because we're in the Wild West and nothing's been fully defined. And it is a world full of gray and what constitutes as what. And that's what makes it fun and exciting, in my opinion, because it gives you so much opportunity. There's really nothing you can't do. And it's not so locked into classes. Like, we're sitting here deciding between live streams and vlogging as they're probably intersecting more and more to the point nobody will even use those terms anymore. You know, it'll either be you're on or off, I'm thinking, and very soon, with very little distinction between the two.
And Elite Music, if you would capture how do you make your music, then yes, it would be a vlog, because I think it's your kind of the conditions around you, where are you at, your placement, so to say, what is going on together with you, interaction with the things. That's kind of part of vlog.
You would have to do more into it, because there's where I still feel that's that line that Danny was talking about. Like, he could capture himself making that music, but he'd have to have more of a bit of a story for that diary part of it. Mm-hmm. It couldn't be just locked into, because then it's more of like an instructional video or a bit of a voyeur video more than a vlog. I think a vlog still needs to tell a bit of a person's day in some sort of fashion. Mm-hmm. And it could, got up in the morning, took the kids to school, now I'm in the studio, and maybe got to run down and get something and come back. Something that just gives it a bit of variance, so you see a bit more of a person's full day versus just a small snapshot of one spot that they're doing it. I would say it's a section of a vlog, but I wouldn't call it a full vlog.
Yeah,
telling a bit more of the story. I think people that are diehard vlog fans at this time, is the way they know them until things change, would maybe look at it and say, yeah, this is not what I'm into. Yeah,
I think we need to invite some of the vlogger experts here at some point and have a little conversation about what is vlogs, daily vlogging, or vlogs in general. Because, I agree, and it's a good point of bringing up about how it's kind of merges all together.
Chill TV says, I don't make vlogs, I make life adventures.
I like that.
I like that too. Yeah, I really like that.
Yes,
that's
I like
good.
That.
That's very well said, actually. Yeah.
Good morning, 3D Printing with Keys. How are you doing? Good morning.
Great
welcome
to see
back
you.
Here.
There's Paula. There's Paula, just living. Vlog.
Is anyone really an expert in this fast-paced tech world?
I'll let you say their name.
That's a really interesting question. Dorito and the Lunch Caber. Hello, my squirrel.
That's right.
I love that. Tassie Adventures, hello. Tassie Adventures is from Tasmania, guys. You guys in Australia and New Zealand who are, grab him definitely. And if you're not, check him out. That's really interesting. I love what I seen it the other day. Tassie Adventures, thank you so much for coming back. How do you bring up the experts if I don't know if I'm one or not? Well, if you don't know, then you're not, then I guess. I'm sorry to tell you. Patrick D. family, hello, how are you doing? And droning about Northwest. I've been here for a while as well. I would reach for scissors, but they're too far away. Melissa Kelly, hello, how are you doing? Hi. I have a question. Has YouTube capped live streams? Do they only credit you with 4 hours? Did they stop? Oh, yes. Great Grandma's Greenhouse. It actually caps you with 2 hours. Well, the cap is 12 hours, let's say. Okay, so the official cap is 12 hours, so you can do 12 hours. It went from 24 to 8 to 12 now. But if you make the content repetitive, it's actually gonna only show up the first 2 hours of it. It's gonna cut it, so you're not gonna gain any more watch hours by that.
And pretty much what I'm hearing, the most people that are doing it end up with the 2 hours. Yeah. It's not a plus. I'm actually not happy with YouTube doing stuff like that. I think they're adding more to their problems. There's a few times where it's beneficial, but for the most part, it's just actually putting us back more with live streams, which I feel. Because we're fighting right now to be legitimized as live streams because it is such a Wild West, because it's not known, and finding a place for it on YouTube. And sometimes I feel these things, although some people can really find good uses for them, I find a lot of times they get used in the wrong one. Same as like, I find that sometimes with panels and stuff like that. I don't know. Sometimes it's good to have as many options where they went from, what was it, used to be 6 to 8 to 10.
Yeah.
You know, not that some people don't do an amazing job with it. Please understand that some do an amazing job. The problem is a lot of them use it the wrong way, and then it delegitimizes what we're all trying to do here with live streams, is make them as equal content on YouTube, as viable content, as long-term content on here. So that's just my opinion.
I think it kind of helps with spammer live streams. You know, the live streams where nothing is going on for 8 hours, but it's on. The live stream where music is just playing for 8 hours. You know, I understand why they're reducing it to 2 hours. You know, it's not really.
Yeah, but that's what I mean by extending the time. I feel like, you know, probably if you were to check the numbers, and this is just speculation, I would not be surprised to find 85% of the ones using it that long are kind of using it in the more mundane type of way.
Yeah, well, that's why I agree why they cut it to 2 hours afterwards. Yeah. So yes, you do it for 8 hours, but then you only get 2 hours and whatever is watch time for 2 hours. Yeah,
I just think that, I don't know. I think they could have put their investment in time and other things to make what we're already doing here better, and then kind of look at that down the road once they get one mess cleaned up. So,
Token 778, hello, how are you doing? Welcome here. Great Grandma's Greenhouse. It's a shame for wildlife live streamers. You can't control nature. Yeah, I understand that. Yes, in some areas it definitely is in a disadvantage. I mean, you can, you can stop your live stream and start another one. I mean, that's also one of the versions you can do.
Hiking Deep, how are you? Great to see you.
Space Galleria is here as well. Hello.
Greetings from Northwest Arkansas. Greetings from up here in Montreal, my friends. Always awesome to see you.
And yes, we're always live when you're starting work. Space Galleria, well, we're live at 7 p.m. usually, except tomorrow we're going to be, as always, at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's right. And Friday, guys, remember, we have pushed our start the time because of the summertime coming up now at 9 p.m. So instead of 7, we are at 9 on Fridays now. Okay, so tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern with our Creators Therapy. Last Friday I was literally crying glitter. Yeah, literally. I'm not even like, this wouldn't be even a clickbait. I was literally crying glitter last Friday. So let's see where it's gonna go to on this Friday. I went to a YouTube convention in Darwin this morning, held it in my car driving to work. Miss Natural and Allens, hello, how are you doing? Well, you're right on, Dangerous Criminals. By the way, thank you so much for a shout out video. That is awesome, guys. Don't forget about our new, renewed way of shouting out. Ben's is cool. Hello. Good to see you again. And 400 AGL. Hello. Back to the hotel from a steakhouse. 5 glasses white. Aha. Well, I want 1 glass as well. Yes, I know. Unicorns and glitter on Friday. I don't know if we can repeat that. We'll try. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you guys about the shout out playlist that we have here. We are on the road officially to 8K, and the same as we did with our 5K push, we're trying to push us and get you to benefit from that as well. So if you do a shout out video to us, add hashtag push this road to 8K to your title and add it to this collab playlist, which is, by the way, also featured on our home page as well. And you get to participate into their very special wheel spinning round when we get to 8K, where the winner of that wheel is gonna get a special feature, a mini interview, and the whole channel overhaul like we did with Philly Drone Life. So that's something hopefully that can entice you and hopefully can help you to grow some watch time, views, etc. for being so kind and shouting us out. Thank you so much for everybody who already did that, and don't forget to add it to the playlist so everybody can see it. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you. Chills TV and Dangerous Criminal 400 AGL. Are you okay there? Is dark mean that you are fading out after all those glasses or bottles? Kate's Fun Toys. Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, he's in here. Mel, what's going on?
Yeah, you know, he's back from steakhouse and 5 glasses of of alcohol there. It's getting there. I think it's time for sleepy nappy. YouTube should leave us all alone. They think Cruise Patrol went. Yeah, by the way, official update. The related channels is officially taking off now. Yeah. It's taken down the related channels. First it was a glitch, and now they decided, well, why to fix it? Let's just take it down overall. But Tom today, there was some tweets, and we added to the tweet submissions there as well. After us talking about that we were actually using the related channel feature to figure out where the channel, what niche is in, that they're actually thinking of maybe adding it back as a new card into YouTube Studio Beta. Okay. So fingers crossed. Tom was saying that they are thinking about it, but they're not promising. So hopefully that's going to work out.
Oh, thank you, Hike and D. Yeah, my eyes are getting better. Thank you so much. That was kind of a rough week, so that I'm glad to be getting a little bit on the mend. So a break from that. That was getting there. At least I can see again fully. So that's a great thing. That's a step in the right direction. YouTube was not broke, but they keep fixing it. Cough, cough. Yeah. Well, I get where they're doing the algorithm, though, guys. The algorithm makes where they're changing the beta. They have to. That old one is 10 years old, and it's a nightmare for the upload. The code is old. That makes sense. It's not working properly now. That's normal. They have to do that at some point. I get that, but I just wish they would do it a little more seamlessly, have a little bit more in order before they started changing it over. I think they're causing themselves a lot more grief with people and backlash by dragging it the way they've done it. They should have left it alone, kept it out of the reach of people until they had a way more of a solid product together. But they have to. They have no way around it anymore. It's just evolution, and it's hopefully going to make I really like a lot of the beta. I do. I really like it. I like the analytics is a lot better. I think it's a lot more user friendly, but
I can't wait when they actually implement everything into it, because what triggers me the most is that there are some features, especially with the live streams, that are not available. And you have to go back and forth all the time, which is annoying.
It's aggravating. Like just something simple, like I like on the old classic where I can look right away and see how the video we just finished did.
Yeah.
You know, likes, dislikes, numbers and stuff like that. Little things like that. That should be a no-brainer onto it. And I've answered a couple of times, and Xenia's not happy with my answer because they ask you why you want to go to the other one. I've dropped enough F-bombs to choke a camel.
You're supposed to put your feedback so they know what to do, and they actually do. Like, look at the tweets just today. Just a couple of tweets to Tom from Creators Insider already made them think about making the changes. So you doing the feedback actually make them do the changes, guys. So don't just put the F-bombs there or nothing. Actually write what you're missing so they know what to add. You know, they want to listen to us, and then we are complaining. It's just like not going for a vote and then complaining about the politicians. The same thing. It's like, do your part, and then at least you have grounds to complain about it, you know? I think they change it so drastically at times just to weed out the people that don't put the work into their videos, discourages the hobby. Yes and no. Yes, I do think like last year it definitely gave a push for a lot of channels. At the same time, it gave a lot of push for the channels that maybe shouldn't be there.
It was an adverse effect. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's an adverse effect. They didn't expect it to go that way, but boys, did they ever cause a shitstorm that they're still paying for today.
Yeah, they didn't expect that. That's for sure.
That's what crossed the line. In my opinion, last year's what officially made YouTube cross the line and start going into the social media realm instead of being a creator platform only.
Because those are the ones that didn't care about subscribers all of a sudden, okay, now I want my money, so let's push it to 1,000. And well, honestly, telling you guys, it's not, wasn't always the best idea. Yes, we hired that, by the way, 400. Yeah, you already said that. Just FYI, you already said it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Just saying. I think it's time for a nap time. The Sure Shannon
Be safe
Show.
out there, please be safe.
Do you all use Black Magic products for your channel?
No, I would like to. I mean, I love Black Magic. Huge fan of their cameras and all that. That's a lot of the budget for now. As for DaVinci Resolve, I'm a big fan of what they do, but we already use Premiere. I've been using it now since around 98. And, I just don't want the learning curve, but I'm a huge fan of what they're doing. And if I was just getting into it, I think I'd be DaVinci Resolve bound right from the beginning. Even the free one is amazing. We have the link still in the description, I think, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, we haven't taken it out yet. No, I really like what they're doing. Adobe is a very expensive investment. I mean, we have a business so we can claim it. But that being said, and we were just learning, I definitely would be looking at another avenue. Not that I don't like Adobe Premiere. I love it. But it's just the price tag I find is quite steep.
Well, yeah, especially now with the subscription and all of that. So even just, to veer off the subject a little bit, there's so many things to subscribe to. Like at the end, it was supposed to be cheaper and better than TV because now you don't have to pay for this. But now everything else costs a little bit of money. So at the end of the month, you still have the same amount of money. And like instead of 1 bill, you have 10 bills to pay.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous, I find. They should be roofing everything under one. I love, guys, that you have started talking about our new release. Well, not our, but Dji Osmo Action.
Shares or
I wish. Dji Osmo Action camera release on Twitter as well. That is awesome. I see some Ingaf and Ryan Schneider have been talking about it as well. Awesome. Application, let's see. Maybe the Dji Osmo is going to come up with an app for that too. Who knows, Ryan? That would be a good idea too. I think it's just the beginning. It's
going to be heavily app driven. I'm sure it is in the end. They're already connected, and it's going to there's going to be a lot more coming for it. I mean, that's DJI's signature right there. So.
Yeah, and the lenses. I really think that there will be lenses coming. They wouldn't be doing the removable one only for filters. There must be something else coming.
I'm hoping. I'm not convinced yet, but I do think it's a possibility. But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just only my guess.
But it would be nice. It would really be nice. That's what's missing onto it, and that's a step in the right direction. And they won't be the best in this one, but that means they're going to be coming full guns a-blazing for their version 2 of it. That's what I'm more interested in. The version 2 is it's going to come from GoPro, if they did, which I'm sure they're not going to be out of the water yet. I don't think. But especially, I want to see what DJI is going to do for version 2, because I think they have something pretty big planned.
And overall, I love DJI. It has amazing products, in general. Very innovative. But the one thing that I do not like about them is that they do come up with stuff like one after another, and you never know.
Yes.
Like you can buy one thing, and then like 2 weeks later, something better comes out.
Exactly.
And that's the part that I'm like, what a... this is like ripping you off. Like now I want the other one too.
Yeah.
And that's one part. I don't know if they do it on purpose or not, but I find a lot of that was with DJI Osmo. Remember when they came out with the Plus? Yeah. Almost like instantly right after. It just kind of feels like a ripoff. And then you can't interchange the batteries and all of that. You have to really buy the new version. You can't just upgrade it. So that's the part that I don't like about them. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's personal opinion.
I mean, they've been notorious. Look at when we bought the Osmo, and I mean, the price of the accessories are not cheap for what you're getting. I mean,
No.
don't get me wrong; they're well made, they're decent,
Yes.
but still, it's not.
And I still find Dji Osmo is really something new and different.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hardest part with the Osmo was always trying to film on the streets because everybody wants to look at the camera. It's very hard to get natural shots. You got to shoot and shoot and shoot until they. Finally, you get a couple of people who just don't care enough to finally pass by to get a decent shot where they're not staring at you. That's kind of more of the challenge.
I wonder now, I'm just thinking, can you put this action camera on your Z-axis?
Not yet, but I can see somebody building on an apparatus. They did it for the Pocket. Actually, it was 400 HML, and Ken Hiram were working on one, but then another one came out that's built it with a suction holder.
Okay.
So I'm sure there's going to be probably
Well,
something.
that would be something. That would be something I would think work perfectly.
I really dig the live stream in 720 60 frame. Great job. Yeah, it should go up to 10. It should go up to 1080. Dangerous Criminals. As far we're doing it at 1080. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Token 77 is on his way out. Thank you so very much for coming. Really do appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Hope we can see you back again really soon.
Guzmany Homestead is here. Hello, good to see you.
Hi.
Tasha joined us as well. Hello to everybody just joining us now. Just talking about everything. Shop, compare, shop some more, and the more research you do, the better.
I just want to say hi to Mystic Mountain Forge, an awesome channel. I realized, guys, sorry, we were moving windows around. Forgot to bring that back. My apologies. We're kind of on a lax night tonight. Mystic Mountain Forge is an awesome channel, guys. I love what he's doing on there. Really great. I love forging. I think that's such an amazing raw talent. So just wanted to shout that out once again. So yeah, guys, we were discussing tonight, as you just seen what was frozen in the picture, was the Osmo Action. And what is it going to do to the GoPro? Is it going to take it out? Is it going to enhance it? Are we going to see big things coming in more small form factor? You know, the sky is the limit. I really believe in small form factor. I do believe that's the next evolution. There's a lot of the power you're going to get in a mirrorless. They'll always do like they do with, for instance, drones, like the Mavic and the Spark. There'll be a bit of a barrier to keep them relevant. But that said, I do believe they're going to get a lot, like 3/4 of the power you can do in the end. Yeah. Lenses are going to be able to be used and stuff like that. Oh, there's Ashley. Ashley is in the house. Hi, guys. Just eating dinner.
Hello, Ashley Worden family.
The other half of Droning by Northwest. Russell, great to see you. Fantastic people. We were on Val's Life the other night. It was a bomb. It was so amazing. I showed it to Cab 7 at 3 o'clock this morning. We watched part of it. He was. I've never seen Cab laugh like that in a long time.
No, I'm sure. Droning Northwest. I'm sure Ashley would love the new DJI Osmo Action camera for her vlogging.
Yes, most definitely. Yep. I figure we'll just.
It will definitely help to grow hers and your guys' channel.
Or the one they do together and
That's
make
what
amazing.
I said. Your guys' yeah.
Make
it amazing with the new DJI Osmo Action.
Oh, that's awesome, Riley. I'm glad to hear
I'm
that.
gonna kill them. I'm gonna completely
Guys, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff, folks. Thank you so very much. Do appreciate the help. And remember, guys, once again, we are on the road to 8K. You can find the playlist on our homepage. Don't forget to check it out. Just got to do a shout out video for us. And use the hashtag, you'll see it right on the playlist, but I'll bring it up so everybody can see it. There we go. I don't know, tonight feels like the first time we've ever used OBS. I don't know what's going on. There you go, guys. Hashtag Pusa Road to 8K. Just make sure that's in the title, as you can see here. Yeah. I see one we'll have to, I'll tell if Frost is going to make another channel. I have another one anyways. He only does a couple of them, so we'll get him to do that one. Just have that in the title as well, guys. And yeah, we're going to do a draw at the end, and the channel winner we're going to bring up and do like a whole channel revamp with, talk about your channel, let everybody get to know you, plus get tips and tricks, and get to know you as a person as well, all that good stuff. A hodgepodge of everything, as they say.
And this is Africa. Hello and welcome here. We're talking about the new camera with the expert at the beginning of our live stream. So if you're interested in that, you gotta just rewind it back a little bit. It's I think in the first 15 minutes After the first 15 minutes, then we have an expert talking about the new camera. So just click the rewind and you can watch it from there if you're interested in the information about the new camera.
Sparky, you have an awesome night, my friend. Take care. Much love to you. Early morning for me, so off to bed. You take care and be well, Thank you so much for coming. Always a pleasure. Mrs. Green Thumb is in the house. What's going on? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Thanks for another great stream. Dark One, always great having you in as well. You be well and take care. I have the data on that if you invite me on.
Not sure. You need to go to sleep right now.
I think Xenia's been wanting to put you into bed for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, I would sing a lullaby, but I don't know which one is copyrighted or not. So let's just say good night, sweet night. Good night.
There, even Audrey singing it. You can hear her in the next room singing.
No, I'm really concerned about you there. So I really hope you can just you just need a good night's sleep.
Leonard Shea, how are you? Hope all is well. Fellow Canuck, how you doing tonight, my friend? Hope all is going good with you.
Did we show the selfies already?
No, we did not.
Because I see Dangerous Criminals, and I know she wants us to show the selfies. Sparky!
Sparky.
Early morning for me. Love you, girls. Always funny. Yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget, tomorrow is 1 p.m. Eastern, and Friday is at 9 p.m. Eastern at Friday.
Thank you so very much.
Yes, for a few moments we're going to be checking on our selfies.
We'll
Hashtag Blue Orange Group. There you go. You can still have time till Andrew scrolls to the top, so you can add yours there or on Instagram, and I'm going to feature you on our Instagram stories. Tag you in. Great way to be shouted out too.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. There. Alrighty, guys, let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on here. We've got Jenny. I got my monitor here too much. There we go. Now I can see. Now I can get a view here. And we got Jenny. There she is with her feline friend. Is this going to load her? There we go. It's like the old Ford. You got to give it a kick. Great. Jenny, awesome photo. What a great sleep. What another. Like I say, guys, you'll see a collection of animals always on here in Blue Orange Group that have such hard lives, you know. So rough.
Trip House Collective, hello, and don't ever be sorry.
Never.
We're just glad to see you when you can make it.
Droning about Northwest, hanging out with Puša Studios, discussing the Osmo Action and a blue rent. Thank you so very much, my friend. There you go. You got it in there. I love it. Thank you so much. Very, very cool. Thank you so very much. And there's Jackie Header, the resident sweetie. Looking good. Halifax vibes. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. You're always awesome. You know that already. I don't need to tell you how awesome you are. You know that. We're always telling you every day because it's true. And there's Carrie Ann. Oh, wow. What a great. I think first time Carrie Ann put up a photo with it.
I think so.
Oh, awesome to see you. So cool when we get to look at everybody, get to know them more. What kind of a van she into? That looks very cool.
Very
cool.
nice.
Thank you so very much. Awesome selfie.
Furball Kim is joining us as well.
Hey there, how are you? Good to see you, Kim. Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope all is well. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Mystic Mountain Fortune. I'm really, if you don't know, guys, I'm going to veer off for 1 second from selfies. Don't worry. I got to show. Some of you have seen this already. Some of you are probably like, I know what he's going to show already. Well, I have you here. I show this to Knight's Armory because I love both you guys, what you do. Maybe I can win your heart a tiny bit why I say I love what you do. This is our wedding in Iceland in 2014, and we had an actual pagan wedding. So you can see why I appreciate forging channels so much and why my love for them. So there you go. That's a reason why right there. So I just wanted to say that. So love you. It's such an amazing ancient skill. That's what I love about it. It's so back to basics, you know. Very nice. So I love what you do. Keep up the amazing work. I love it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, that's why I'm a huge fan. I'm not just both. I really am. I've watched. I'm still watching it by times, but I love on History Channel, Forged and Fire and stuff like that. And you're the real deal. So Very cool. Will, I'm sorry I forgot to show your photo. I love it. I love it. Will is always in the game, always in there. That's my buddy Will. Thank you so very much, my friend. Really do appreciate it. And we got another one. Is future of vlogging dead? Dji Osmo Action Release. Thank you so very much. Love that. Got all in that into it as well. Really, really do appreciate it. Once again, striking looking photo. Very, very nice. And carry on again. Holy God, you are busy today. I love it. That's the kind of energy I like. That's the way to do it.
Nebul, hello. How are you doing?
Nebul, what is going on, my friend? It's the middle of the night for you pretty much in France. Great to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing fantastic. And we have Jen Parody. Quick selfie while looking fantastic. Awesome shot. Great to see you. Looking great. Thank you so much for taking the time. We really do appreciate it. And there is Dave, organic gardening with his bunnies. Our bunnies like my organic food too.
Bulmo's Beer Talks is here. Hello. Look at the bunnies. So cute. Terry Cope, hello. How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Tara? What's going on with you?
Mrs. Green Thumb here as well.
That's right. That's right. And there's dangerous criminals. Crime scene, do not cross. Whose studio's at work now? Thank you so very much. Love it. Love it. You guys are awesome. Always epic. Thank you so very much for those. Love seeing them, guys. Love that you guys do those. And guys, it's a great way to be seen. It's a great way for your channel to get out there more. It's a great way to push your channel and Twitter as well. It's nothing but wins. So thank you so very much for that. And there you go, guys. There, once again, if you haven't done it, let me grab the link for you. Always love seeing them.
I already have it in the chat.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't even have to do that. My job just gets simpler and simpler here each time. So 3D printing with heat. It was so great seeing you. Really, really was.
Dolby Blad is here. Hello. How are you doing?
How are you? Awesome to see you. Hope all is well.
And if you missed that, earlier in this live stream, we talked with our expert, the Build a Drone reviewer, talking about the new DJI Osmo Action camera. And should you get one or not?
Yes.
That's all at the beginning of our live stream, so check that out if that's what you're looking for.
Tara Cope, your birthday's tomorrow. I hope you can make it over to our Wheel of Shoutouts so we can sing. It's in the afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern. I hope you can make it over because definitely want to sing happy birthday to you. I haven't sang happy birthday in a couple of days. It's time. I don't know if you consider it a gift, but we'll give it to you. We'll definitely belt it out, that's for sure. So
I also want to remind you guys that to go and check out how Andrew didn't like my cooking today on the Crown's Chick channel live stream. All captured live. He didn't like what I made.
Oh my God, I have no guilt about it. She knew I didn't like porridge going into it. She force fed me it, so there you go.
You were very nice to actually do that. I do appreciate that. And I also wanted to mention something, Playworthy. I don't know if they're here and still in the chat. They are doing an amazing, huge giveaway for their 1,000. It's insane. They have so many things there. There are pops. They have video games. Like, I don't even know what's worth of the box that they're giving, but they just kept like taking things out and out and out to show what is in the giveaway. It's all for one person. Go and check out. They extended the deadline to Friday. Friday is the last day to participate in it. So Playworthy, Road to 1,000, insane gaming giveaway. It truly is insane. Go check it out. It's running till Friday, so you still have time to jump on that one.
Arthur Moorhead, link screen. How do we make that happen? Templates on your site. Were you guys talking already and I jumped in the middle of it?
Nope.
Okay, that one because that one threw me for a loop. Sorry if I missed the beginning of it.
I think it's a question about OBS, how we can link the screen. How do we make that happen? Yeah, you're gonna. I think you're gonna reword it. We don't understand it.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I do apologize. Please, but I am curious. You caught my attention, so I grabbed the original Osmo Mobile. Surprised with the
That's what I was talking about. They're dropping stuff all the time, and sometimes it is you feel ripped off. It's like, well, what do I do now with this? I agree, but do you like it though? Have you gone to use it, and do you like it?
Honestly, phones shoot well today. I mean, I still don't think you lost out onto it. I think it's a great tool to have, the DJI Mobile. It really is. I wish you could buy just the head of it. I could put it over on my... I thought they did, and then they didn't do it, and then they were going to do it, and they didn't do it. There was something about that at the time. Now maybe they do.
Well, I like your DJI Osmo because it also has a camera from the Inspire drone, which is a really high, quality camera in itself. So, the camera itself, and then if you have to add that Z axis, because without it does just not the same.
Yeah.
So you have to add it, and if you do, I think it's really works the charm.
But like I say, now it's the time. It's got to get into more controls, f-stop, interchangeable lenses, all on a smaller scale. That's got to be the next goal. That's going to be the biggest game changer of them all.
Yeah, and the Central Aerial Images has DJI Osmo Plus. Well, the only really difference, I think, is the zoom option there, yeah?
As far as I know, there was a zoom and also the battery capability, but I think now the batteries are interchangeable between the both of them. I kind of forget right now, but yeah, the main one was the 3x zoom.
Yep.
Nomadic Bike, my new avatar pic is the selfie I tagged you in a few days ago. Very nice.
Disney, our LTV is also reality. I'm sorry, it's because LTV is like Latvia. That's why I'm like LTV. Disney Reality TV also uses DJI Osmo. That is awesome. Yes, Texas girl Donna, hello and welcome here. How are you doing?
It's good to see you again. We met last night, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to give you your wrench. There you go. Good to see you.
Exo Kelly here as well. Kelly Jelly. Welcome back here. Good to see you too.
As a side note, guys, if somebody ever comes, well, now you guys pretty much got wrenches, so I guess it doesn't count, but we've done it in the past. We'll say like, oh my God, it's so good to be here. And then they'll be like, well, I just talked to you 40 minutes ago. Sometimes it's Xenia, sometimes it's me.
Yes.
It's not the first time we put our foot in our mouths doing that. So if it ever happens, that's why. Oh, Matthew, how are you? Good to see you as well. Great to have you in here. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, welcome back. Using a dirt road full of potholes. You couldn't tell how bumpy the road was on the footage. Car was bouncing all over the place. Yeah. It's almost like you're describing Quebec roads here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and Dolby Dad says I've been 100% iPhone and kind of love the portability of it. That's what attracted me to the Osmo Mobile. Yeah, and that's the part that I was talking about earlier. It's about capabilities of phones in general nowadays. And although we are not iPhone people, I must admit that iPhone camera is spot on. I mean, it's better than a lot of cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's one thing that definitely did well. Yeah, I know. Drunkings. You're describing. That's exactly how it looks here. Yeah. Lindsay B, hello. How are you doing? And Shane, hello. Good evening.
Great to see you guys in here. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell everybody, guys. Spread the word. We do appreciate it. It is a huge help, not just in our live stream, but any live streams you visit. It makes a huge difference. I'm having some candy for the evening, but couldn't know what to eat. Ooh, that's a big decision. Harder to...
Just all of them. Why do you have to decide which candy to eat? I don't do that. Oh, guys. Well, don't forget to share out our playlist, our collaborative playlist for the Road to 8K for us, and hopefully we can push you at the same time.
That's right.
We're in together as always, and the link is in the chat if you want to add your video with a hashtag and a title, and of course it's already featured on our homepage. It's been tweeted out slowly as well. So if you do add it, and if you do have Twitter, if you tweet it out, I will retweet it almost automatically. If other than that, it will be tweeted out slowly as well. So guys, it's definitely, thank you so much for all of those that already put them in. There's some really funny ones there.
Yeah.
I laughed yesterday there a couple times. So we love, guys, that on our road to 5K, that was amazing, and I think it's gonna work really great for you as well. For our road to 8K.
The first time I made it on your channel, Dangerous Chandler Criminal says. Right back at you, Sherry. Awesome, son. I seen Bruce was on last night. Travel with Bruce. I seen you in there. I was lurking. It was late. Yeah, because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't know he did a midnight stream. I was like, are my eyes deceiving me here? Or
Had insomnia?
yeah, well, for him, he's on the West Coast. It's 9 p.m. I just had never seen him. For me, it was definitely insomnia. For him, it was just an evening one. But usually, I'd never seen him do that before. I don't know if it's new or he's been doing it for a little while. Now I feel like it's God, dangerous criminals.
Well, I wasn't surprised that your thumbnail featured Andrew only. That wasn't kind of a shock at all.
Jeez.
Free
to laugh now.
Yeah, I hope it works. Free to laugh. It actually was a suggestion from Danny because he's the one that's using Mac for live streaming.
That's
and
what's cool.
Encoders, yeah.
Because there's no way we can have all the answers. It's amazing when you guys are able to kind of help each other out or pass on information that helps out somebody else. That's what it's about, guys. It really is. Overnight live stream live from a cruise ship. New with another channel? He's got another channel now? Like that was his old one last night. Did I miss something?
Not sure. Not sure.
His channel, Bruce, we had him on a couple months ago. He was at like 6.5 or something. He's over 22.
Yeah, he's growing really crazy.
Unbelievable.
I love that.
He's doing fantastic.
And I love it. He basically retired to do a full-time YouTube. He's 60 something.
63, I think.
Yeah,
I have in my
he's
head.
63, let's say. And he retired to do a full-time YouTube. So full-time YouTuber, 63 years of age.
Yep.
He's so amazing, so funny.
And he's good at what he does.
And he's so good at what he does.
He knows his audience, and he's made sure he knows YouTube. A partner channel. Okay.
Oh, definitely Dangerous Criminals. I just wasn't surprised that it was only Andrew on it. Wink. My.
Don't listen to her. What do you guys do in the summer when it's time to...
when it's hot out. Freezies. Lots of freezies.
Lots of
Our
freezies.
freezer becomes a freezy paradise, basically. That's all
right.
we eat.
And we're more busy in the summer, more work. Again, this summer, though, might get messed up a little bit because of the things we have to take care of. We have a house further away and stuff like that.
Yeah, and look, some weddings are coming up, too,
Yep.
I've seen. So that's pretty good, too.
Yeah, we just got another request for another one there.
Yep.
It's that time. It's that time.
It's that time of the year, guys.
Get us busy so we never have to do another wedding, please. I just want to do corporate stuff and this, and I'd be happy.
I like doing weddings.
I know you do. I know, and they do. They are for photographers, videographers. They are the bread and butter of what you do.
Unless there's a bridezilla behind it.
They're all bridezillas. Alan's Texas Life. How you doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. No, we shouldn't say that. We've had some really nice ones.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's stressful day for everybody. But I do like, 8 hours of work, probably. By the end of the 6 hours, like, okay. It's just because you're on your feet all the time. But it's very rewarding, though. Alice, Texas Life. Hello. Ashley
Ward says, love you guys. Have to get the baby put to bed. Hopefully catch you again soon. Most definitely. Ashley, you guys you and Russell just won us over the night, hook and sinker. You're an absolutely fantastic couple. It was really nice to hang out with you guys, and definitely we got to do that more often. So we're going to keep in touch and hangouts and everything. So most definitely. Have a great time. Have a great night, both of you. So I don't know if Russ is taking off too. I hadn't seen him a little bit. Maybe she put him to work already.
He's he's ordering that Dji Osmo Action now.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for coming today.
Yes.
Really awesome, and thanks again to Bill the Drone Reviewer to jumping on and giving his expert review and opinion on the new Dji Osmo Action camera. Let's see where it goes. Let's see what the review says. Yep.
So, all right, guys, you've been absolutely fantastic, and it's a great conversation to have, guys, and that's something we want to do more, and we're kind of feeling it out tonight. Tonight was kind of a last minute thing to try this. It's like, so poor Bill kind of got roped into it the last minute by an email and stuff like. I'm hiding from her in the bathroom.
Is she coming up with scissors? Hello Foreigner says, did vlogging die? What happened in here? Who is to blame for this? Well, that's what we talked about today.
Yes.
This is the end for the vlogging, and now do everybody Can everybody call themselves a vlogger? That's the question that we asked here today.
I just see Russ sitting
Under the shower curtain.
there you go. There you go. I never thought of the shower curtain because then he always takes a step further.
Yeah,
Kelsey,
Bill was good in lots of levels. Yes, Bill is amazing. And also touched some internet stuff as well. We all kind of are involved in all of that too. So that was great as well.
Texas girly Donna. Thank you guys. I came at the end, so I will have to watch the ones this one's posted. Listen, real life always comes in first. Whenever you can make it, you're always welcomed here. We have an expression around here out of 1 billion plus channels, and now it's 2 billion plus channels. I got to get used to saying that. And all that comes in life, anytime you choose to spend with us is hugely, hugely appreciated. So it is an honor to have each and every one of you guys in here. I have all the scissors in the house with me. I'm surrounded now by scissors. Oh, Russ. Oh, Russ. That was quite a night. I gotta say.
Maybe we should get them on Friday for the glitter scissor night. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's think about it. The Happy Canadian, so good to see you.
Hey.
So good to see you. How are you
Well,
doing?
my golly, look at this. Past guest of ours from season 1, the Happy Canadian. What is going on? Absolutely awesome to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Always a pleasure. And Snoopy Eats comes in the house, guys. There's my man, Snoopy Eats. What's going on? 2 Canadians in a row. Look at that. Look at that. Snoopy, what's going on? Hope you're doing fantastic. Good to see you two back again. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. So many great channels in here, guys. Get to know each other, guys. Never pass up an opportunity, even if it's a couple of minutes, for some fantastic channels. Think outside the box. This is where you expand from your niches, where you know so many people and grow with each other. Still making my vlogs. I love it. I love it, my friend.
What do you think of getting the new camera? Are you looking forward to it, or do you think it's just another gimmick? That's what we were talking earlier during the stream. You as a vlogger, it's probably something you've been thinking about as well.
Snoopy. Pour the maple syrup out for the homies, eh? I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Man, you're magic. You really are magic. I love it.
Petrock Media.
Hey.
Hello. How are you doing?
How you doing? That's so good. I love that. Oh my god, I wish I could have that. Get it tattooed on my arm or something like that.
Yes, exactly. Happy Canadian. That's exactly what we were talking about. Yep. That there's so many things there to spend your money on, and that is it worth it at the end? So yeah.
You could go tomorrow and drop 20 grand and be set up like all get out, and you'll spend a year trying to learn all of it. And why exactly, but there is something to be said for new stuff, guys. Like I got the Smart and I can't wait to get that going, and that's going to be awesome. Too Raw Gaming, what's going on? Guys, please hit the like button. It really, really does help us out a lot if you haven't already.
And congratulations to Petrock Media, who celebrate 10 years of their wedding anniversary, and he is sneaking in the phone while his wife is getting the dinner ready. Well, or maybe they're at the restaurant, which I don't know which one is worse, but congratulations.
Happy anniversary to you.
Happy anniversary. I'm just joking around with you.
And don't make it stop at 10. Don't stay here too long. Get back with the wife.
Yes, please.
Dole Whip Dads, I got to go edit and upload. You have a great night, my friend. Much, much love to you. Hi.
Down the rabbit hole here, Marty.
How are you? Very nice to see you. Our very first guest we ever had, guys. We were talking about Happy Canadian was one of our first season. Well, Down the Rabbit Hole Travel was our very first guest that we ever had on. So, an amazing travel channel, by the way. Too Raw, thank you so much for the like. Really, really do appreciate it so much. You're awesome. So many great channels in here, guys. Very fun live chat. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Always an adventure. I love that name.
Done work. Does that mean that you're going on that vacation, right? Am I right? You were going to go on vacation together with the family after you finish work, because that's why she signed up for more work, to be able to travel more. I hope you guys are doing that real soon.
She's got fantastic work, guys. She's another one that... Marty, what do you think about what we're talking about tonight? About the new... the DJI Osmo Action or the Pocket would be something I would always. Actually, the Pocket for her, I think, would be an amazing tool.
Yeah, I think Pocket more than the Action, I would say, but.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, that's right. Season 1 represents a happy Canadian, our guest, and Marty as well. So that's right. Very true.
There's the Pocket. Sorry, I got so many windows open tonight. And that's not us. Well, that is us, but not what I wanted. There you go, guys. The DJI Pocket. I just think it would be so amazing for B-roll. Imagine this traveling, Marty. Fits in your pocket. You could just pull that out and shoot B-roll wherever you wanted. Like travel. That would be a godsend traveling.
Yes.
I wouldn't maybe use it for my main camera, but for B-roll, I just we were all kind of sort of looking at a new house. So the trip is on hold until we decide. Wow.
Nice.
There you go. So Dangerous Criminals is.
I know. It just was full. I was just joking around every time that I'm teasing her with Andrew's pictures. That I ever said. Aw.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's awesome. Well, Alan's Texas Live. Hello. How are you doing as well?
It took me a while to get it. I know I messed it up at the beginning, so I do apologize. But yes, thank you so much. I'm trying. I am trying.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes. For sure. Yeah. She has like your Osmo kind of. It's kind of like Osmo version. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she had it for her phone though. Was it?
Yes, you're right.
Because I remember you.
Correct, my husband.
Well, isn't that nice? Seal of approval.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But this is tiny.
For B-roll and that, what you're shooting, like the way you like to shoot, man, that thing is. It's crazy. That would be like the perfect setup for you.
Sean from Panic D, he got one,
yes.
Marty, and he said that it basically fits. It's smaller than your palm, so when you hold it, literally all you see is just that little square of the camera. Like it's so tiny. I didn't even realize how tiny it is till Sean was talking about it.
Yeah, no,
it's smaller than you think. Apparently,
it's mind blowing, really, when you think about it. What it can do for the size of it for travel. That's what I keep thinking about it for, is for travel, like even for us going places or like at a wedding, just when you're between shots and stuff like that, you just want to go shoot like the wall, like get a bit of B-roll stuff in that. It'd be so simple with this.
Yeah, it's $349 American.
Yeah, it's 465 Canadian if I remember right.
Yeah, a bit pricey, I would say, for Canadian. But it's tiny. I really didn't realize how tiny it is. I thought it's much bigger, but it's literally like a pack of cigarettes almost, or
like two lighters together.
Two lighters together. Yeah, it's literally very, very tiny. You can put it in your pocket.
PGGH bottom feeders, how are you? Hope all is well. So I'm 1.2 million on. 1.2 million on.
Maybe you have to ask Santa for that then. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, ask Sean about the Osmo Pocket because he loves it. He raves about it all the time now since he got it.
Yeah, no, he's become a real fanboy for it. That's for sure.
One time they were by the Haunted Locations Hotel, and people actually thought that he's trying to detect ghosts with it because it's so tiny, and it looked like he was trying to see where the ghosts are. People are coming in and asking. So yeah, it's tiny.
So there you go, guys. There's another. Where is it? There it is in the hand. I mean, look at the size of this thing.
Yep, it's. That's what I like about this one. It's just like wow.
Yep, full 4K, 60 frames a second, right? I believe.
Yep.
It's still Yep.
The only thing I think is this one that you need an external mic if you want to like extra audio. Apparently, it's good enough. Apparently.
Yeah, if you do post audio, you know, you can do work with it after, but. You can get a zoom and just have that sitting in your pocket, which is good anyways, so.
Yeah, no, it's something to ask the Santa for sure.
That's right.
But it is stable, apparently. Apparently, it's very, very stable, and it's really surprisingly stable, works well.
I know that what Drone Kings means, like if you're shooting like swooping shots and that, I too think there's almost not enough weight to get like with my Osmo, it's the weight behind it that gives it that swooping motion. Get going, even though it doesn't weigh a ton, but it gives it some of the fluidity to it. And I'd be worried about that small. It would take a lot of practice to be able to swing it properly to keep an even motion all the way across.
I could do that.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying boo on that one.
Use your own weight into advantage, you know?
On that note, folks, I think it is time to bid all of you adieu. Thank you so much for tonight, guys. You're absolutely amazing. So it has a three axis gimbal into it. It's built right into it.
Basically what you have now,
Yep.
just without the like you can attach your mobile phone to it as well, so you can use both, but it's what you have now, just smaller.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It really is. I think that's, and it's only better things to come. That's what we were saying tonight.
Yeah.
Guys,
Ask Sean.
I joined in at the end. I have the worst time. Oh, Marty, there's be lots more times. Now you're done work and stuff. Tomorrow afternoon, if you have time, guys, Marty and everybody else, we're on at 1 p.m. Eastern, folks. So if you have time, I hope you can join us. We'll be putting up tonight in about an hour or so you can set the reminder. Check your community tab and all the community reminders, and also, of course, Twitter. Much love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for everything. And we'll talk to you guys in less than 24 hours. It'll be great to be back with you. Much love, everybody. Be well. Have a good one.